Hello, how's everyone doing? Welcome to another stream. Let's see what we missed in the chat. Stinky Boosh, thanks for 28 months. And Briar Rose 1984 says, happy belated birthday, Hannah. I just got back from the comic book store, picked up N.K. Jemison's Far Sector series. So excited. Well, thank you so much, people who are wishing me happy late birthday. Appreciate it. For those who don't know, yesterday was my birthday. That's why I took a day off. I had a good one. Tetsu Fox, thanks for 27 months. That's a sub baby. This sub baby's name is going to be Bill Wellington. Bill Wellington. Yeah, I saw the sovereign citizen killed by the police thing. We'll cover that on the next Sovsit day. Kirthan, thanks for 100 bits, says, currently gaslighting myself into not being sick. My wife says that's not how it works, but there's only one way to find out. I wish you luck. Gnome Pickles, thanks for gifting a sub. Jamie says, how was the beef Wellington? It was delicious. It was very, very good. Honestly, everything was really good. I tried goat cheese for the first time, and it was fucking delicious. They had, like, a salad that was really good. It was like an olive oil-covered salad with stuff. and it had this like big crouton with goat cheese on it on the side, which is great. And then with the dinner, it came with like these potatoes on the side that were like, it was like layered potatoes with like cheese, and it was delicious. Had some really good asparagus with the Wellington, and the Wellington itself was good. So had a good time. Although a lady in the dining room didn't like me and Baja being there. You could tell. And she said something. I couldn't hear what she was talking about, but she was staring from the corner. And she was talking with like her husband, whoever the guy was with her. And it was something, lesbians, something. She gave us the stink eye on the way out, too. I don't know what that shit was about. Bumble Homestead with 200 bits says, hope you and Baja enjoyed your Hannah Day dinner. Cherry T21, thanks for 13 months, says it's been 13 months. Wanted to say I got my VTuber model being made by the person who made the original Cirrus model. Oh, nice. Bittergrin with 1,000 bits says happy birthday. Thank you so much. 69% to level 2 on a hype train. At least you didn't misgender you, I guess. Yeah, I'll take it. If it's between homophobia and transphobia, I'd rather have someone be homophobic against me. Is that weird that I have a preference? Gnome Pickles says, I saw the pictures Baja posted to Twitter. You and she look like the coolest couple, and you two always look happier when you two are together. Oh, thank you. I had a pretty good birthday. Only one of my friends wished me happy birthday, though, so that was a little sad. I don't know if the other ones remembered, but it's whatever. Same, though? Yeah, okay, I'm not alone with the homophobia thing, then. The blue jacket was fire. Oh, I love that jacket. Evil Dead Guy says, just found a pic that is just this cat? What? Horny switch on. I gotta look at a butt. Anyway, so how's everyone else doing? My birthday was good. Watched Marvel movies with my wife. Went out to dinner. Had a good time. Played some Mario Kart. It was good. Briar Rose says, when my wife and I go out since I transitioned, we always get asked if it's one check or two. They didn't do that. The restaurant people seemed to know what was going on. Like, they knew we were a couple. They were very sweet. The staff at the restaurant were great. It was like a restaurant that's part of like a bed and breakfast. I'm not gonna say the specific one for anonymity reasons, but it's basically like a bed and breakfast that was built out of some old mansion that got turned into a bed and breakfast and also a restaurant. So we went to the restaurant part. Once you have a P.O. box for the show, I have some 3D printed knickknacks for y'all. Yeah, I gotta set that up. At least you got the Discord up already. By the way, join the Discord if you haven't already. It's been fun so far. Here's a link if you'd like to join. Oops. I always forget I gotta do this one. Discord. There we go. If you'd like to join the Discord, go for it. You can recommend stuff for us to cover on there, or just chat with people. It's a fun community. If you like hanging out and chat here, you'll like it there. It's the same people. 78% to level 2 on the hype train. Nick Snort with 33 months gets us over level 2. Thank you. Does Discord cost money? No. No. It's free. It's just like any social media site, app thing. It's completely free. I think there is you can get like Discord Turbo or something. I don't know what it is. Every app wants a subscription service now. I don't even know what the fuck Discord Nitro does. Like, I have no idea. And I can't imagine I'll ever pay for it. But no, Discord's free. Bellstar, thanks for 34 months, says stonks. I'm excited to talk about this today. This is such a sad topic. Nitro lets you use emotes on other servers and use animated emotes. Doesn't seem worth it to me, but that's me. If you have Nitro, that's fine. It just seems like every company desperately wants you to now put in credit card info and let them charge you $5 a month at minimum for shit. It's like companies are addicted to that, like, recurrent subscription-based revenue model. Investors love that shit. It's almost like our entire economy is based around what investors not want and not what's best for individual people actually using products. Ashley1up says, "Hey Hannah, glad you had a nice birthday. I've also had a relaxing day off work. I made a lemon cheesecake and now have to stop myself eating the whole thing at once." Well, I hope that it is delicious. Oh, I also had, one sec. Oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I forgot what I was gonna say. 30% to level 3 on the hype train. Well, we're still on the hype train, but let's get into this. For those who don't know, meme stocks are stocks that people get into. I don't think... Do I need to explain what the stock market is? I assume you're adults. You know what the stock market is. Meme stocks are stocks that people get into not because of the fundamentals of the company, because of their financials or because of their business model, but because basically the internet told them to, because people on the internet told them they could get rich quick getting into this stock. Some famous meme stocks are GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond, AMC, DWAC, which is the Truth Social company, Sears for a little bit. So anyway, I think Dan Olson, Folding Ideas, is also working on a video around this topic, so if you want to be in the know a little bit before that video comes out, let's take a look at some of the content creators. Because for those who don't know, these stocks, GameStop and Bed Bath & Beyond, they've been going down. They've been trending downwards for quite a while. Because the fundamental reason these people have gotten into these stocks are basically scams. They were the dump for pump and dumps, or because basically the spaces that talk about these stocks have become cults, where everyone there is basically worshipping at the altar of this company, and they believe that if they believe hard enough and hold on to these stocks, it'll go to the moon, and they'll become millionaires based on the fact that they bought stock in either a video game pawn shop or a towel store. So, let's take a look at some of the videos from some of the people who believe this shit and see the desperation as people lose their life savings on dumb bullshit. More real, though, it's going to be people who are lying to themselves and think that they're all, you know, going to be rich. By the way, moass, which is going to get brought up, stands for Mother of All Short Squeezes. MOASS. This is their sort of religious cult doomsday rapture scenario. They believe that through a convoluted system of short selling, naked short selling, and basically crime, they think that they will have a day where they crash the United States economy and destroy all the banks. Anyway, that's what that is if you need to know.
I know why I hold on to AMC and Ape. I'm here for equal, fair game with transparency. We've exposed corruption. We saved our favorite company from going extinct. Ape equals cash. We have stake in HYMC. CEO Adam Aaron pushing popcorn like it's going out of style. I hodl for the moass. Get ready, apes. How have they grasped the concept that nobody is selling? Not at $6 per share, not at $60, not at $600, not at $6,000.
They're under the impression that all the people who own the stock aren't selling. They're like, no one's selling the stock, it should only go up. But if someone buys stock, someone has to sell it? That's how stocks work?
They never learned crime doesn't pay. They will learn soon enough, but they are
Thanks for the hype train, everyone.
truly apt buying and hodling. AMC and Ape, not selling.
Oh, they have a lot of the same language that crypto bros use. There's actually a pretty big crossover between these stock bros and the crypto bros. The Venn diagram is pretty much a circle. So you get a lot of the same memes and stuff like hodlers and diamond hands and stuff like that. It's a lot of the same crypto NFT nomenclature.
Either the moass is coming soon. What really is crazy is we're seeing recently a lot of these hedge funds getting absolutely pummeled on their short positions. The market has recently been rallying, and we're seeing reports that there's been a massive run to the door for hedge funds trying to close their short positions as they risk being liquidated. Those that are still
This is the thing, and this is one of the things that frustrates me about these people. The economy is a complex organism, right? There are hundreds of thousands of players in the stock market constantly buying and selling things, taking short positions, long positions, all sorts of things. Basically, any movement in the market fucks some people over, but it also helps other people. You're not taking down hedge funds by holding on to GameStop stock. I don't understand why these people believe this other than religious devotion to an idea. Which is unfortunate because, again, the idea is GameStop and Bed Bath & Beyond, two companies who don't have a sustainable business model in the world of Amazon.
shorting AMC and Ape are going to have a real
Oh, they call themselves apes? Yeah, they call themselves apes.
awakening when these stocks finally are allowed to run. No halts, just straight to the moon. Bank of America AMC shares 500
Another term that gets brought over from crypto to the moon.
66 million worth 139,000 shares. That equals an average price of 4,070 average per share. Yeah, sure, just the 900th millionth glitch we've seen so far with AMC stock. Things what AMC share price will be worth in the future, this ape thinks. A new car, a huge down payment on a house, college tuition, debt clear, seed money.
They think that one share of AMC, the movie theater company, will be enough to buy a new car, or put a down payment on your house, or pay for college tuition. Okay? Do you know how much one AMC share is worth today? $5. $5.50 almost. They think that this stock is going to climb from $5.50 to tens of thousands of dollars per share. An impossible increase in value for a movie theater company. Gnome Pickles says it's just like a sadness jawbreaker. Every level is just a new flavor of depression. And to be clear, if you look at like the max on AMC, AMC is wildly down from all-time highs. The all-time high of AMC was $60. 60. And now it's 5. Less than 1/10 of its all-time high. And these people still believe that this stock is going to make them millionaires, if not billionaires, and that one share will be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Very rational investing going on out there.
For investments, expensive medical bills, the ability to move 1 to 2 years, a dream vacation, private health care for loved ones. It's worth it to hodl, this ape says. If reverse split and conversion killing the squeeze, you ask. Here's how I see it going down. This ape says, why haven't shorts covered? In my opinion, it's because they didn't have a reason before.
They have this thing where they think shorts haven't covered their positions. They have, at least when we're talking about initial short selling. So I don't know if you guys remember back when the actual GameStop squeeze did happen, because there was a short squeeze with GameStop. Many of you probably heard about it on the news, or maybe were even part of it. If you look at GameStop's, price chart, the big spike near the beginning of 2020, or in the middle of 2020 or whatever. What was it? Actually, sorry, it was 2021. January 2021 was when GameStop stock did jump up. That was a short squeeze. A short squeeze, for those who don't know, I guess I should explain that too. Not everyone's as into this dumb bullshit as me. H-Beard says, you laugh, but maybe AMC will secretly start putting crack in its popcorn and you don't want to miss out, do you? Unironically, AMC has released a brand of popcorn to stores. You know how you can go into a supermarket like Walmart or whatever, and they sell like bags of pre-popped popcorn. AMC has a brand of popcorn now at the supermarket, and the AMC stock people unironically think this is going to lead to the moass. They're reading tea leaves. It's crazy. Anyway, so short selling. Short selling, God, I wish everyone here had just watched The Big Short. Okay, so short selling is effectively when you buy people own stocks. They're commodities, right? Like imagine this is a stock, right? This thing, it doesn't matter what it is. We're making it an abstract object to help. This is a stock, okay? It is worth $10 right now, okay? I can go to someone and they can short sell my stock from me if I agree. So I can go up to someone with this and it's worth $10 right now and say, I think that this stock is going to be worth less money 6 months from now. So they can come up to me, or I can go up to this person. I should pick to make it easier. I will go up to the person who holds this stock, and I will say, hey, I'm going to give you some money, or rather, I'm going to borrow this stock from you. Is that okay? And they say, all right, sure, you can borrow this from me, maybe with some interest or whatever, but I expect this back in 6 months, right? Completely fine. They give me the stock. I now have this stock. Right now it's worth $10. I predict that 6 months from now it'll be worth $5 or lower. So right now, I'm going to sell the stock immediately. Don't have it anymore. I sold that guy's stock that I was borrowing from him. I'd get $10. 6 months go by. Maybe I'm right. The stock did go down to $5. At this point, I re-buy back the stock that guy lent me. I lost the thing that it was, so now it's this thing. This is the stock. It looks different because it's cheaper now. So now the stock is worth $5. I re-buy a share of the stock. But I only spent $5 because I sold it earlier for $10 when it was worth more money. The guy comes back and says, hey, it's been 6 months. Do you have my stock? I sure do. Here you go. And I give it back to him. Now it's worth $5. It was worth $10 earlier. So I get to keep the $5 that's the difference. That's short selling effectively. Now the problem for short sellers is, let's say the opposite happened. Let's say I borrowed this guy's stock and it didn't have. What if it doubled? What if the stock that I owed him that I got from him and sold for $10 is now worth $20? Well, in order to pay that guy's money back, now I have to take 10 of my own dollars and put it in just to get back the guy what he already had. So it's a gamble, right? Short selling is riskier than longs on stocks or just buying regular stocks because your losses are theoretically infinite. Not practically, because no company goes infinite, but like the stock could go as high as it possibly can, and you owe that person 1 share of the stock or however many shares you borrowed, regardless of what happens. So short selling, you can make a lot of money on it, but you can lose a lot of money too. So companies have been short selling or were short selling GameStop a lot. But here's the thing. Back in 2021, early on, people found this out, bought a bunch of the stock and raised the price artificially. And then when it came time for the companies that they needed to buy the stuff back for their short selling positions so they could give the stock back to the people they borrowed it from, the prices were inflated because they needed to buy them to pay back their debts. They did not have an option to not, so they had to buy them back at ridiculous prices. This is what caused that spike in GameStop. I did it as well. I made money on it, right? I've made money on crypto and I've made money on the GameStop thing. So none of those people should ever be like, oh, you're just a hater. No, bitch, I'm a winner. You're the fucking bag holder. I at least know when I get involved in scams that it's a scam. But maybe I can make money on other people. And I have. So, don't be a bag holder. Fucking sell your GameStop stock. It hasn't been worth anything since early 2021, and even then it was fucking fictional. Okay? GameStop is a terrible business and it will go bankrupt. Anyway, so there are people who still think that the short squeeze didn't happen. It did. You can see it in the chart. but they think it didn't, and they think it's still to come, and they think they're going to be rich. Overthought says it's just white-collar gambling. These people are old ladies at the slots throwing away money in a mindless manner in the hopes of hitting it big, but the house always wins. Hydrate. Not financial advice. None of what I'm doing is financial advice.
They have no incentive to do so. They could be holding on for the long term. But this reverse split could trigger something. It could make the shorts want to get out of this play once and for all. They posted this, which I love. I just like to stare at this and smile. Apes are winning. So these are some of the...
There's movies coming out, unlike other years when there aren't movies coming out. So our movie theater chain surely must be doing great, right?
Movies that have came out as a...
Again, the movies on here, let's see, Quantumania was a failure for Disney. Hats off. Cloud Wizard, what would you like me to wear? I should say Quantumania was a disappointment. It wasn't a complete failure, but it didn't make that much money. Cocaine Bear did okay. I don't know how Scream 6 is doing. But, like, a lot of these movies are typical, you know, Marvel shit, another John Wick movie, a DC movie, a video game property. It's the same stuff that comes out every year. And I like some of these movies. I'm not saying they're terrible or anything. It's just nothing here is new that's going to make people run to the theaters. Profane Priestess says it's honestly really tragic. So much of this is just people detaching from reality because they have no other coping mechanisms for the fact that late-stage capitalism will continue to crush the life from themselves and their communities. P.S. Have the last of my bits I can afford. Thank you. Briar Rose says, don't they know that Disney is horrible to theaters? They take so much of the profit, and you really can't say no. Yeah, Disney has all the bargaining power at this point, basically. Meek says, most people don't realize that the reason most people lose money on the stock market is because they don't realize that evaluating a stock takes a lot of work. And even then, it's not an exact science. The market doesn't necessarily react perfectly to fundamentals. That's the problem with meme stocks. It's not about fundamentals at all. It's all about vibes. It's a financial vibe check. And that's what they're gambling money on.
Recently. And some of the other ones that are coming out soon. And I constantly talk about the fact that AMC...
To be clear, again, like, GameStop loses millions of dollars every quarter. GameStop is a non-profitable company, and it hasn't been profitable for years. It's just, I could talk about this all day, and I know I'm kind of scatterbrained, but, like, it's just stupid. It's stupid at the same level of stuff like QAnon, but there's more to explain about it, so it's harder to get across easily.
Has a crazy lineup of big-time movies that are going to generate big-time box office numbers this year. Now, I want you guys to do something for me. Comment down below which movies, and name 3 on this list you think are going to generate...
Wow, a Willy Wonka prequel. Everyone wants that.
...the most revenue in 2023.
Jesus Christ. Where's the Ape Father? Ape Father. This guy's channel is Ape Father, and his whole thing is this stuff. It's his whole personality, and he's a big asshole. Mike Max, thanks for 22 months, says, is AMC going to charge different prices for their seats? This is why I go to Regal. That is what they have said. Yes. They're going to start charging differently for, like, center seats are going to be more expensive, and, like, seats on the sides are going to be cheaper or something. It's a really stupid idea.
So...
Anything but witch hat, cat ears, or flower crown? Oh. We gotta do a rare hat. Pirate hat? Tricorn hat? Maybe? You know what? Hats often includes glasses. Where are those pink glasses? Those are nice. I like those. Here they are. Whoosh.
I'm getting psyched up. Lucky 7. You know, we got St. Patrick's Day is coming real soon. 777. Jackpot. I'm trying to think, maybe this might be a coincidence, but maybe there's something happening that's kind of like a, I don't know what you could say.
See what I mean? They can't talk about the fundamentals of these companies because the fundamentals are dog shit. So they literally start like, I don't know, man. I'm feeling vibes. I'm feeling fucking vibes. Maybe we'll get lucky. It's the whole vibe. Like, these are multi-million-dollar companies, okay? Why are you treating it like this? Sir Parker Posey, thanks for 11 months, says 11, one of my favorite numbers. Hope you, Hannah, and everyone is having a good Monday. Mine's going pretty good.
You know how God has the immaculate plan? Well, maybe this is the catalyst.
God has a plan for why your stock in a failing chain of movie theaters is going to make you rich.
Okay? Ape Father is getting close to 7 million views. St. Patty's Day is coming close. 7 million. Lucky, the Lucky Irish, the 4-leaf clover, 777, the leprechaun. Give me my gold. I want my gold. 7 million views for the Ape Father. And maybe all the sevens combined is going to start the AMC moass. What do you think? Help me get to 7 million views. What's that, Alka-Seltzer? I'm going to take 7 sips of this Alka-Seltzer. I can't even speak anymore. I can't speak English.
Gnome Pickle says, a sad man alone in a dark room talking about vibes. I've taken advice from worse sources, though that may be why I'm missing a few organs.
I can only speak Brooklynese. 7 sips.
There's a whole, cottage industry of YouTube analysts who do this kind of shit. This guy's whole channel is this shit. This is his career. Stone Corbell says, all of these random luck signifiers from different cultures and God's plan says I'm going to make money. Bumble Homestead says, would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? Fiddler, not bad. Dr. Gamble says this is just astrology, but for crypto bros.
This is the final 7. Look, watch. 1, 2, 3. It's so cold. 4, 5. Scott, why is it so cold? Ice.
Why is it so cold? Ice. Probably.
7, I know, but for some reason, maybe with the gum. 6.
He's fucking chewing gum? That'll do it. Take advice from this big brain investor guru who doesn't know that if you drink something cold while chewing spearmint or other minty gum, it's gonna be fucking cold feeling. He's never seen a 5 gum commercial. Anyway, I don't need to see your gum.
7. This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Ooh, 777. Jackpot.
What a brilliant man.
So
H-Bird says, did you speak to him with respect? Did you offer friendship? Did you even think to call him Ape Father?
I've always been a big Brendan Fraser fan.
Aren't we all?
Me and my wife, before we were...
Dr. Gamble says, what's my horoscope say? The fortune cookie lucky numbers 777432.
married and we were dating. One of our first movies was The Mummy. And
everyone loves The Mummy, especially bisexuals.
Of course, The Mummy too. I think he's a phenomenal, tremendous
Everyone wants to be the meat in the Rachel Weisz Brendan Fraser sandwich.
actor. Another great movie was he was with that actress who played the devil. What was it called? Bedazzled
Bedazzled.
or something? Yeah, something like that. That was a great movie, by the way. Elizabeth Hurley played the devil. And, now he won the Oscar for The Whale. And I'm just so happy. I mean, according to him, I'm going to say it's alleged, but he was blacklisted from Hollywood. And, I think he had some health problems. God bless him. I wish him nothing but the greatest of health. Such a talented actor. Now, this is going to open up all the doors for him. that he won the Best Actor. He won the Oscars. He's going to be in a lot of movies, and I'm very, very happy, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in a tremendous amount of movies. He's such a talented actor, and not that he would see this video, but God bless you. God bless your family. Congratulations. Well deserved. And, just glad to see him back in the big screen where he belongs.
At least you didn't have any crazy conspiracy theories in that video.
Late night snack.
Oh.
This is the pizza that I had at Brooklyn Square today. I got some left over. This is the famous Ape Father pizza. I got my sausage. I got my peppers. I got extra mozzarella. I got pepperoni on there. Meatballs on there. Mushrooms, onions. How you doing? So I'm gonna start with this. I don't know. I also got some Sicilian. I got the square, the famous square at yeah, my wife's bringing it to me now. I might just taste.
That
a
looks
little
like
bit
the
of everything,
greasiest fucking pizza
You know what I mean?
in the history of pizza.
Jelly bean.
That one looks
That's
better.
the famous square. So watch.
That just looks like a Detroit style pizza.
Movie. Have a little pizza. A pizza. And probably get a little fatter too. But these things, it's all right.
All right, let's get back to his stock advice. Oh my god, he posts so much. He's posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's posted 7, 8, 9, 10 videos in the last 24 hours. Jesus Christ, does he have enough SEO juice? We need that SEO juice.
This video is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, but it is an extremely important video for everyone who is holding AMC stock, and I had to get this video out to everybody. Let me tell you what's going on. The hedge funds are shorting the stock. They want it to go down, because if it goes down, they're going to make a ridiculous amount of money. So they're
Right, and you want it to go up so you can make money. Let's not act like you're some, like... You know, you're not some, like, magnanimous angel investor here. You want to make a bunch of fucking money, man. And, you know, whatever. I don't think that's good for you to endlessly chase, like, wealth, but I get it. We live in a situation where, like, people are desperate and whatever. But also, you do have a pool, so I don't know how bad I feel for you. You are not some good guy fighting a giant mega corporation. You're just another investor investing in the opposite interest of a giant corporation. And by the way, fuck hedge funds too. I don't like hedge funds, but like, these people act like they're taking on big banks, and they're not. They're just participating in the same exact system and behavior, just on the opposite end.
do everything in their power. You know, put out all the FUD. They want to scare everybody.
Let me put it this way. They don't want to get rid of rich assholes. They want to be the rich assholes.
They're going to get all the news outlets to write terrible reviews and say that AMC stock is finished. It's going to go down to $6 a share. And, you know, everyone...
Don't worry, it's not going to go down to $6 a share. It's down to $5 a share. This video that we're currently watching is from 1 year ago. And he's saying, don't worry, guys, it's not going to go down to $6. It's lower than that.
all the news outlets to write terrible reviews and say that AMC stock is finished. It's going to go down to $6 a share.
Comedy edit. Hydrate.
And, you know, everyone is basically out. These hedge funds are out to scare the living basically shit out of you, okay? And it's working. Now, what they basically do is they're smart. I'll just try to make the math easy. Let's say they have a $250 million short position, okay? What they're going to do to artificially make the stock go down, they're going to buy shares. and manipulate the stock. But they're going to buy, like, say, $50 million. Their big money is in their short position. Now, what they basically do with the $50 million is slowly, they'll sell throughout the day. That's what they did today. They manipulated it. So what's going
You can theoretically push a price down if what you're doing is if you're shorting a stock and you borrow a bunch of stock and start selling it off in the short sell at lower than the market value, if you sell enough volume, it will affect the price and drive it downwards. Typically, short selling in large volume does do that. But again, short selling is not happening to the level that it's taking something that should be at $60 and putting it down to $5. The natural, state of AMC probably should be around $5 right now. Maybe even lower. The company's kind of shit. But these people, they think it should be worth 60 because that means they'd make money. So they gotta be like, oh, they're manipulating the stock price down. No, I think you were manipulating it up. But whatever.
going on is people are getting scared. They're seeing it go from, $57, $56, $55, all the way down to it's like $45 right now. And they're hoping that you guys sell.
Wow, can you imagine if it went lower than $45?
Now, let me tell you the truth. The truth is that 80%...
A lot of these people buy all the way down, by the way. They'll buy at 60, they'll buy at 45, they'll buy at 30, they'll buy at 20, 15, 10, 5. They're still buying more because they still hope it's going to spring back and they're going to buy a bunch of, or sell a bunch at a higher price to make back all the money that they, sunk into this.
Of AMC stock is owned by the retail investors, the small guys like me and you. We own 80%. So now let me tell you what's going to happen. If the hedge funds give up, which I think they will, they don't want to go bankrupt, okay? Let's say they get to a point where everybody is holding their stock strong and we're accumulating more shares on the dip. They're going to give up because it's just going to get to a point where they're not going to go bankrupt. They're going to lose all their money. So they then have to pay back their loans. A short stock means that they're borrowing money.
This guy's big in the community, by the way. Whenever Folding Ideas comes out with his video, I guarantee there's going to be clips of this guy in it. This guy is known in the meme stock community.
It's borrowed money. They have to pay back the loan, and when they pay back the loan, this stock's going to go to the moon. Now, you're going to see a stock at like $500, $600, maybe even $1,000 or below.
He believes that AMC is going to be worth $1,000 a share. Hold on. How many shares of AMC are there? Let's see. 515 million is the float. The float is how many outstanding shares there are in a company, or rather, how many shares exist in the company. Okay? 515 million. What's 515 million times 1,000? 515 million times 1,000. $515 billion. So what he just said is that he believes that AMC, the movie theater company, will be worth over $500 billion. Because that's how market cap works. What's the most like highly valued company in the world today? Let's take a look real quick. Anadon Earhart says rose glasses are pretty. Oh, thank you. Dr. Gamble says us small guys, he says with a private pool behind him. What company has the highest market cap? Apple. What is Apple's market cap? So Apple has the highest market cap. Apple is worth, oh my god, Apple is worth a fuck ton. 2.393 trillion, so it wouldn't be as high as Apple, but it would make it in the top 10 highest valued companies in the world. $515 billion. So it would be right here. It would be right above Facebook, but right below Tesla. They think AMC is going to be the 8th most valued company in the world. That would put it ahead of Visa, ExxonMobil, Johnson & Johnson, Walmart, MasterCard. You get it? You get what I'm saying here? Just based on, like, your understanding of the world generally, you should hear those numbers and go, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I hear Silicon Valley Bank crashed. I heard. Luckily, and I'm anyone it affects, that fucking sucks. And I'm sorry that you got fucked over. But on the bright side, the federal government has already said, you know, they're coming in. They do have FDIC insurance. All deposits will be covered. So that's good.
You're talking about life-changing wealth. You're talking about millionaires being born here, okay? Multi-millionaires.
Why is Tesla that high? I would argue Tesla is also a meme stock, and that's why.
So all we have to do...
Tesla is valued as if it is a tech company and it's a car company, basically. It's inflated based on all of Elon's lies.
...is hold the stock, accumulate the stock, ignore all the FUD, and we're all going to get rich, okay? But it's not financial advice, it's entertainment.
Most all banks or credit unions are insured by the FDIC. It's kind of the law. Oh, I know. Just sometimes, like recently, FTX, which is not a bank, it was a crypto exchange, but people treated it like a bank and they got fucked over. So I just think it's a good idea to point out, hey, it's a good thing we have regulations. Tighter ones might have stopped the company or the bank from going out of business in the first place, but at the very least, there's the FDIC, so that's good.
Purposes only. That's just my opinion. Hold the stock. Don't be weak. Don't let all these people scare you. Be strong, okay? And let's do this. Thank you very much. Hello, my fellow brothers and sister apes. This is Richie Lavoie. Once again, this video is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. Now look, guys.
That's wild to me when they say this shit. Because clearly it is financial advice. Like, what I'm doing isn't financial advice. I don't give a shit what you do with your money. I'm not making any claims. I don't give a fuck. But this guy is specifically telling people what to do. I'm making fun of this. He's just telling you what he thinks and what you should do.
Guys, I just want you to know, I'm not a show-off. Okay, and believe me, this is not in any way me trying to show off what my goal here and what my intention is. I want to build the army. I want the AMC army to be the strongest in the world. We're already strong, but I'm looking for new investors. I'm looking for all the people who have not heard of...
There's a cap on the payout the government will do to bail out a bank. They're not bailing out the bank. They're paying out deposits. They've explicitly said they're not bailing out the bank. Like, the investors and stuff aren't getting their money back. The depositors are.
AMC. I'm going to add...
And the FDIC insures your accounts up to $100,000 per account, I think. And frankly, if you have liquid cash in an account and it's just sitting there and it's over $100,000, you're a fucking idiot. Like, if you have 100,000... Oh, is it 250 now? Sorry, when I learned it, I thought it was 100. Yeah, if you have, like, over $250,000, it shouldn't be just sitting in a normal savings account or something. It should be invested somewhere.
Ask every one of you who sees this video to do me a favor. I want you to share this video.
I'm not a show-off, he says, with a private pool behind him.
Yeah, with all your friends, your family, anyone who doesn't know about AMC, because this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Okay, this is about to moon. It's about to moon. And I want everyone, all the little people, all the people out there struggling. You know, our country, we went through a really tough time with the coronavirus. People lost their homes. People lost their jobs. People are waiting on stimulus checks. This is better than a stimulus check. This is like a grand slam home run. This is an opportunity for all of us.
How is this not advice? You're literally telling people do this, you'll make money. That's advice, you idiot.
To become rich. Now, I'm going to show you something right now. Well, first of all, take a look. This is my home.
If you don't know, financial advising and stuff of the nature of, like, telling people what stocks they should buy is a regulated thing by the government. You need a license to be a financial advisor. That's why these people say, like, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't advice. Even though he's doing that, he's just trying to obfuscate that he's breaking the law.
This is my pool.
Cool.
Over there I have my hot tub.
Awesome.
This is all from AMC, baby. Okay? And it's going to get much, much bigger for me. Okay, now...
So you sold, is what you're saying. You sold stock and got money and bought things with it? So you sold. You sold AMC shares.
Let me show you something really quick. Let's take
oh my god, is he doing the tacky thing? Look at all this cash I have on me that I definitely didn't just go to the bank and withdraw specifically for this video. Anyone on the internet in real life who pulls out this much fucking cash and like shows you is not nearly as wealthy as they are acting as though they are. People with money don't do this shit. To be clear, this is what you do when you want to appear like you have a bunch of money, not what you do when you actually have it.
Bill here. You see this $50 bill? This is...
Are the rest singles? Did you go to the bank and ask for like 300 singles and 150 to look like you had a big wad of 50s?
All it's going to cost you to buy one single share of AMC stock. Okay, now... Imagine that this happens, okay? Imagine AMC shoots up, okay, to anywhere between 1,000, then maybe 10,000, or our goal is obviously 100,000.
He's trying to pump and dump people. He's trying to get people to buy the stock so we can cash out. I would never make that accusation about any of these people. What a claim that would be legally to say that about these people. I would never do that.
Look again. This $50. What can we do with this? Nothing. We can't do anything with this. This could turn into this. Okay, look. $50.
Dr. Gamble says, a grand slam is a home run. It's a home run when all the bases are loaded, so redundant much? Also, I'm not a show-off, he says, as he shows off the life of luxury and bank account. Is my mic popping? That's weird. I have the pop filter on. Maybe I'll just try and... maybe I'm dehydrated and I'm more poppy than usual. I'll try and back the mic off a little bit. I think I've been talking too close to it lately. Gnome Pickle says, imagine it goes up 100,000. Imagining is fun. I like to imagine an all-orc band called the Orchestra. And at least he could be classy and keep his cash in a large brown bag. With a $sign, that's the important part. Forrest Espion says, people born into wealth don't flash money because they don't want to get robbed. People born from working class or poverty flash money because they never seen such big amounts. ContraPoints once made a video on that. Your thoughts? I'd agree. I agree. Like, people who aren't used to money think it's, like, impressive to have big wads of hundreds or 50s. It's not. It's tacky. It's tacky as shit. Dr. Gamble says he's Uncle Pennybags. Hydrate. He thinks AMC is going to be $600 a share. How much is Apple's? You can't do an, pun intended, apples to oranges comparison with stock price because different companies have different amounts of shares outstanding. So, like, Apple might have, you know, X amount of shares in Apple total, but AMC's is probably completely different. That's why you have to look at market cap. Market cap is when you multiply the price of a stock by the number of stocks issued, basically. It tells you the overall value of the company, which we already compared the Apple to AMC thing. I so badly want to flip through those and see again if it's hundreds all the way down or if you just put hundreds on the outside and the inside is singles. Dr. Gamble says they're not even thick wads of money. He skimped on the stacks to make it look like he has more stacks.
So, my question to you, would you rather have this, or would you rather have that?
Like, guaranteed, I'd rather have the big pile of money, but if it's either $50 now or the potential to make that much money on AMC later, I'll take the $50 now. I'll throw it in a savings bond. At least I'll definitely get money back from that. Skifazoa says AMC lost almost $1 billion in 2022. Wow, it's almost like it's a company that makes no sense to operate anymore. He's gonna get robbed. He immediately took this money right back to the bank. You know, whether it's hundreds or singles in there, whatever cash this is, he pulled it out for this video and then immediately took it back.
AMC to the moon. If you haven't heard of AMC, look it up. We own 80% of it. The little guy, the retail investors, these hedge funds are trying to beat us right now. They only own 20%. We're about to wipe
Oh, I saw the Jordan Peterson tweet.
them out.
That man fried his brain.
Stock is going to skyrocket. It's going to go to the moon. Just buy a share. Listen, share this with your friends and family. Buy this, one share. You can't, what's $50? What are we going to
Well,
do?
I could buy 10 shares for that today. I'm glad I waited. Or he spent a few bucks on props. It's possible. It's possible. They usually don't look as close, though. Usually they have, like, things on them that make it clearer that they're fake. Although this is actually... No, I don't think his money looked like that. I think at least it looked like the outside bills were real, but I don't know. I'm not a money expert.
With this.
The 50's real. I think you can see the watermark when he held it up to the sun. Jamie Lynn with 22 months says, almost tea. I assume that's almost time?
What do you do with it? It's nothing. $50 is nothing. What do you spend $50 on? What are you going to go to the supermarket and get?
I'd probably buy edibles or like a Blu-ray, like some Blu-rays. A nice dinner for me and my wife.
Yourself a sandwich.
All I'm saying, if I had done what he said when he said it, I'd be down 90%. So glad I didn't listen to his advice. Almost 2 years, yes, almost 2 years.
What are you going to get? This is what we want. AMC to the moon, baby.
Let me check my connections and make sure they're all good. It could be something's loose. Everything seems plugged into me, so I don't know.
Thank you very much. Let's do this.
What an asshole. Alright, let's look at some of these other people. This is from 3 days ago.
Russell, welcome back.
Oh, Kirthan says, that reminds me, I convinced my wife to watch The Room on Blu-ray with me. I'm so excited. Fuck yes. Have
Back to
fun.
the channel. I want to make a quick
Oh, what a funny story, Kirthan.
video. This isn't anything fancy, but it's something that I thought about and how I've changed in the time since I've been in this AMC play. And I was, and I think about what is the true AMC moass. Now, we all want the squeeze. We all love to see AMC go for $1,000 or more.
I'd love for someone to show up at my house with a comically large check for $10 million. It's not gonna happen.
Or, $100. Who knows, what it will be. But we all want that.
Almost sounds like bargaining. $1,000. No, I'll even take 100. Please, I just need to make my money back.
But the truth is that, the real moass could be what we've learned from all of this. And
Moass, more like dumbass. Got him. H-Bird says, maybe the real moass are the friends we made along the way. Jamie Lynn says, haven't been on in a long time, been busy. I finally got my own apartment, no longer living in group housing. Love your stream, and I watch you on YouTube all the time. Well, that's great. I'm really happy for you. That's awesome. Must be nice having a space for yourself.
I was thinking about, we know it as the mother of all short squeezes, but you could also say make opportunity a successful situation.
That's a pivot. That's a hell of a pivot. Quick, our doomsday predictions aren't coming true. Change what the acronym means.
That in the future, after this AMC play is over, for better or worse, we've all changed. I know I've changed. That maybe you're willing to take a chance, or you're willing to look at an opportunity, whether it be investing or in life, and you can run your risk management. You know what can happen if you rush into something, and you don't do your due diligence, or you don't hedge your bets.
He didn't even try with the A. I mean, I guess the A just stands for A. I've never seen an acronym do that. Or sorry, an acrostic. That's an acrostic. I've never seen an acrostic do that before.
But you also know what, if it does work out successfully, that that, hey, sometimes you have to take a chance in life and take a risk. Now, obviously, I thought the AMC play was going to be a few days, just like GameStop. Like each day it would double until it got into the hundreds, and then you pick your price and you cash out. And it just didn't turn out to be that way. And I've been here for almost 2 years, like a lot of you. And there were times where I could have gotten out, but I've stayed in. I haven't sold any of my AMC.
Sounds like a cult. I could have gotten out. I could have gotten out.
I went big on Ape when it got down to, around $1, and I'm waiting like everybody else to see what happens with the vote. I'm not sure when all that's going to be public. If you know when the vote is going to be public, please.
These rose-colored glasses, they are indeed.
Say something in the comments. I've seen a few things, and I'm not quite sure.
I think my friend Tori gave these to me. If I remember correctly, I wore these at her house for like a picture, and then she gave them to me or something.
It's going to be announced right after the vote on the March 14th, or is that going to be kept secret until the judge makes their decision on April 27th? So who knows? But what I've learned is I look at stocks, I look at investments, I look at opportunities in life, and I'm able to judge them a little better and take opportunities that I might have been afraid to take in the past, and now I've also known to be a little wary of other opportunities. But just think about that. Make opportunity a successful situation. Obviously, I still want the real moass, the mother of all short squeezes, but look at what you've learned through this experience. College education costs you a lot of money, right? But the idea is you're learning things. Well, this play has cost me a lot of money. I haven't sold yet, so that's still pending. It's been tough, and it's been expensive life lessons.
This is so sad. You can tell this guy regrets everything immensely, but he can't admit it. Otherwise, he can't be part of the club anymore and hang out with his other dumb stock friends.
Learn, but you know what? Learn those lessons, and maybe in the end, this play will help you make that money back. And I also think of, what the true moass is going to be. That let's say we do get that money. What do we do with it then? Do we invest it again? Do we start businesses?
Tori is lovely. Tori was the one friend who wished me happy birthday. No one else did.
If you're a writer, do you write books? Are you a filmmaker? Do you go make films? Are you a musician? You go make music? That what's going to come of the true, AMC moass and all the good things that can happen. I used to, in the beginning, talk about, the AMC moass being a million new millionaires and what that impact that would have on the world. And I'd love to see a million new millionaires, because I'd rather see that than a few billionaires. A few billionaires aren't going to do anything. They're just going to keep accumulating their money, and they're going to look at the other guy and say, oh, he's got $1.2 billion, I need $1.3 billion. Oh, he's got $1 billion, I need $2 billion. Ooh, he's got this yacht, I need to have this yacht. What can I take away from my workers? What can I upcharge the public for? Or find some scheme.
What did Jordan Peterson say now? He retweeted porn. He retweeted porn where people were being forcibly milked.
Scheme to, rip people off and then pay off the
Don't talk to Jake about shit. Seriously.
government to, look the other way while we do this. That I'd rather see the
Yes, he retweeted cock milking porn, and he thought it was real, and he thought that the Chinese government was secretly holding men captive and milking them for their precious cummies.
common man with that money, and that's going to be much better, I think, for society to see 1 million new millionaires rather than a few billionaires ripping everybody off. So I hope you've learned something through this AMC experience. I know I have, and I look forward to, I hope, getting either just getting my money back, or getting the moass, and then being able to invest some of that money, hopefully wisely, and seeing how it pays off in the years ahead, and hopefully we'll all be able to make opportunity out of a successful situation from the mother of all short squeezes. Thanks for watching. If you get a chance, check this video.
What stage of grief was that? I'm gonna say bargaining. I think that was maybe the bargaining stage. Ooh, this guy's so excited about the AMC fucking popcorn.
Everybody, it's Russ. Welcome back to the channel. It's going to be an exciting weekend for AMC. The AMC popcorn is hitting the shelves, and I think this could be a real game.
Sounded like denial to you. That also works.
Game changer for AMC, because a lot of people would like to support AMC, a lot of apes, but they might be in a position like myself. I've got a young family, so I can't take my kids to see R-rated or PG-13 movies. So if I wanted to go see a movie, I'd either have to go by myself, or
this is another weird thing with these stock people. They think often people who are like buyers of GameStop stock for the meme reasons will go on the GameStop stock subreddit and be like, look what I picked up at GameStop, and it'll be like GameStop branded batteries and other weird shit from GameStop, thinking for some weird reason that their individual purchases will have enough of an effect on the company's outlook and income that it'll increase the stock price. They think they can create a perpetual money machine by buying things at the store, thus making their revenue go up, thus making the stock go up, so they'll make more money than they spent on the batteries or popcorn or whatever. Yes, it's stupid. Hydrate. Will do. When this guy's heel turn finally happens.
Workers of the world, unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains.
Based. Thanks, Rom. Gnome Pickles says, I will regret learning this cursed knowledge, but why is the AMC popcorn being advertised as mayo flavored? Is that a thing that people add to popcorn? Sorry to be a bit off topic. I think it's just a meme. I think the mayo thing is a meme in the AMC community. I don't know why. Dr. Gamble says, Jordan, only you can see this comment and hear it being read out. Cease your investigation into our cock milking program immediately.
My wife and I go, then we have to have someone watch our kids, or it's got to be...
Wait, Jordan's thought process starts at 44 seconds.
I can no longer sit back and allow communist infiltration, communist indoctrination, communist subversion, and the international communist conspiracy to sap and impurify all of our precious bodily fluids.
There is some weird... Oh, hey! Thanks, Tina. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Hannah. I'm a leftist variety streamer. Today we're looking at people who invest in meme stocks and how bad that is for them. And right now we're actually specifically talking about Jordan Peterson retweeting cock milking porn. So that's what we're on about. I think that there's some sort of connection between conservative men who are very insecure and have weird, like, compulsions about their cum and bodily fluids, and they have weird, like, complexes about virility and stuff. They're obsessed that people want to steal their cum. Like, you saw this with the anti-vaxxers, too, where they're like, I'm a pureblood. People are gonna want my pureblood, unvaccinated cum. It's like, no one wants your cum! Cum is quite fungible. One cum is the same as the other cum. Your cum is not special. There isn't a market for it. Hey, can we get a shout out for Tina? Did we get a shout out for Tina already? We did? Great. I don't normally talk about cum this much. Not at all, but not this much.
Be a family film. So for someone like me, I have a tough time getting to the movies. You know, every once in a while, I'll pick my favorite movies and I'll go.
Oh God, what's the link? Unvaxxed sperm, $3,500 per load. See, this is what I'm talking about. They think everyone wants their cum. You could say the Raiders came at the right time. Hey-o. Reminds me of the 40-inch penis man. Darn you, sperm and penis communists.
You know, a few times a year by myself, and it's just easier for us. The great thing about the AMC popcorn is now I can go to Walmart and I can buy an AMC product, and I'm supporting the company. And think about this, you know, if you do have, like myself, we have 2 kids, my wife, myself, you know, we go, by the time we pay for tickets and we pay for food.
It's not even like microwave popcorn. It's the already popped in the bag popcorn. Baycop says, can we put cum is quite fungible on a t-shirt? I don't think I'm gonna do that, because honestly, I'm on enough government lists, and I feel like I don't know what list that'll put me on, but I don't think I'll be in good company. Miss K's, thanks for 31 months. And Marcus Drake says, middle-aged witch hunters thought witches could steal penises and keep them as pets. Make of that what you will. I think a penis would make a really awful pet. It would just hump everything.
You know, it's... Oh.
I feel like it would... Never mind. Why do people encourage this behavior in me? Your awful influences. I could be a normal streamer and have like a big audience, but instead, no, we gotta sit here and make cum jokes for half an hour.
Oh, at least $100, if not more, for all of this stuff. Well, imagine going to the store and now instead, if you don't want to pay the $100, you know, for the movie tickets and all of that food, you could just buy the AMC popcorn, $100 worth of AMC popcorn, right? And you're still giving the company money and supporting, you know, our company. So I think that's going to be
our company. Sir, it's not your company. You own stock in it, but it's not your company.
Huge. I think it's going to take AMC. You know, listen, I was somewhat critical of them buying a gold mine. You say, why is a movie company buying a gold mine, right? It didn't quite make sense. Or like getting into NFTs or credit cards. And it's like, wow, you know, why don't we, you know, get into vaping products or, you know, selling cannabis, you know, hashtag choke on that. So popcorn makes sense that it falls in line with the AMC brand. And I think it's going to, you know, takes us into a different line as well, that people want to make the argument that going to an actual movie theater is dying or on its way out or
I don't know if it's going to completely die. I think you'll have smaller chains like Texas Road, or rather, sorry, Alamo Draft House, and some of the smaller chains that focus on premium experiences, like having a full bar and like, you know, you can order stuff at like luxury seats and like you eat a meal during the movie. I think there's a market probably for the premium movie experience, which exists in some places, maybe some IMAX theaters. But, like, just going to see a normal movie? Why? Maybe it's just the theaters I go to. I have had so many bad theater going experiences where, like, people won't shut the fuck up, or they bring babies, or, like, teenagers are in the back and they're on their phones, or in front of me on their phones. And it's like, whatever, you know, I'm not gonna stop other people's behavior, but it's just easier for me at this point to, like, wait till it comes out at home and watch it at my 65-inch TV, you know? And I'm very privileged to do that. I understand not everyone has the opportunity to have, like, a home entertainment system. I recognize my privilege there. I accept this. But, like, I don't know. A lot of people watch movies on their laptops and stuff, or tablets. Like, do people care to go to a fucking theater? Chitara says, admittedly, I put money into Dogecoin many years ago because it was a meme coin that was a fraction of a penny, and I was young. I forgot about it for years, but when that GameStop AMC stuff happened, I decided to look back at my long-abandoned crypto wallet and cashed out with a very substantial gain. I was able to finish college because of that cash, but I can't help but feel bad for the folks that got left holding the bag. They got scammed and can't admit it. Same thing happened to me. That's why I made money with crypto, is because I had some in a wallet and forgot about it for like 6 years. I think those are the main people who made money on crypto, are early adopters and people who forgot about their accounts. Forrest Espion says, Hannah, what you said about conservative men who are very insecure about their sexual virility is very true. Do you think future therapists and psychologists need to make a category for this and study it? It would help reduce chud influencers like Jordan Peterson? I don't know. There's gotta already be something in the DSM. Are we on 5 or are we on the DSM-6? I don't even know where we are at this point. Whichever it is, there's gotta already be diagnostic criteria for someone who's obsessed with their own cum, right? That seems like it's a thing. I don't know.
We're going to be going down in popularity.
I have therapy tomorrow morning. Maybe I should... I really like my new therapist, but I don't think it would probably be cool for me to go to the therapist and be like, hey, she knows I stream for a living. She knows I do this. So I'll just go to the therapist and be like, by the way, question for my audience. Is there a DSM classification if you had a patient that came to you and is obsessed about having someone steal their cum? I'm not going to do that, but I could.
That's fine. You could make that argument. But you're not going to make an argument that snack foods are declining or people aren't going to go buy popcorn. You know, that's just, you can't make that argument. So that's a good product, I think, for AMC to get into. I think the other thing that this shows, and a lot of people have been critical of Adam Aron's moves, but you can't be critical of this. This was a good idea. He saw it through when we saw this happen, and I hope it's a big success. It's going to be exciting watching everybody post their pictures of the popcorn when they go out, and I love the one where it's 2 for $8.01. I thought that was great. I saw one post where someone pointed out that someone had just used a photo from another post and was like, look, same photo, 2 different locations. Like, oh my God, thanks for, you're gonna Woodward and Bernstein for uncovering that someone might have, posted a picture of popcorn, a couple of days earlier just to get some excitement going. Good work on that, boys. Way to take down that, post. Like, there's not going to be 1 million bags of popcorn out in Walmarts in a few days. Not that you should be faking pictures, but come on. Are you proud of yourself for uncovering that? Anyway, we'll see what happens with the vote. It's going to be an interesting time, no matter.
You don't have to ask your therapist. I could ask my therapist. She's cool. She isn't. It's not like stuffy talking to my therapist. I think I could bring that up and she would get it. But, like, I'm not gonna. I still think it's kind of weird.
Which way you go, yes or no. Please vote. Get your votes in. Be represented. And, we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to buying, my popcorn. I love seeing all the pictures people are posting. I hope it's a huge hit. And then, you're going to see positive press articles on AMC. And,
Mike Road says, Hannah, you can't escape the dick jokes because it is the bedrock of your brand as an internet personality. It's true. It's sad, but it's true.
Listen, we all wanted the moass. We all want to squeeze. I hope it still happens. But if this is, and it is a long-term play for a lot of us. We've been in it close to 2 years now. But this could be another solid piece to, you know, the argument of like shorting AMC into bankruptcy, that if we can make money and you know, go into a different product line, and who knows, maybe
This is how desperate they are. Our fundamental core business, which is movie theaters, is failing. It's okay, guys, we have a popcorn brand now. And to be clear, it's not like AMC is making this themselves. Like, it's not like AMC bought a factory somewhere and is, like, producing popcorn now. I guarantee this is a situation where either they approached a food company or a food company approached them, I don't know, and it's a branding deal. I assume they licensed the AMC brand out to some other company to make popcorn with their name on it. Which, whatever, it's fine. It's just not going to be that lucrative, probably.
in the future there could be other, you know, food products with AMC branding on them, and we can support the company, you know, that way. You know, for long term, it's good for the company, and I hope it's a big success. So I hope you get your popcorn this weekend. I'm looking forward to getting mine, and we'll see. If you haven't had a chance to watch my video, I made a little comedy video of the other popcorns panicking that, you know, AMC is coming to town. There's a
Yo, popcorn.
Other popcorns panicking.
You're about to get some company from AMC.
What? There is no room for new brands.
The popcorn marketplace is saturated. Just look at us. Please.
Yep.
As if.
We're not scared of I.
Also, the things you're looking at are like microwave popcorn, which isn't the sector that they are. They're the pre-popped popcorn that comes in the bag, which is a different thing.
AMC popcorn.
You better be. Those AMC folks are crazy. They'll buy anything with AMC on it. Stock, silver coins, t-shirts, coffee cups. And it all sells out.
But we already have plenty of movie theater style popcorn already.
Hey, Redenbacher, how come you haven't been canceled yet?
Why would I be canceled?
Aren't you like a stereotype of a white person?
My artwork is
What? Oh, God!
based off a real human being, and everybody knows Orville Redenbacher
He's a chud, too. Surprise.
respects diversity.
And what diverse flavor are you today?
I happen to be tender white. But that's just the way I was made.
Favorite popcorn and why? I'm not a huge popcorn person. I don't know.
I can't control that. I mean, our product development team is
Like, movie theater popcorn is pretty good.
working on a Jamaican
But I don't know, like, a brand.
jerk flavor, and we are also experimenting with a Memphis Southern barbecue flavor popcorn as well. So, I think these unfounded accusations are ridiculous. Am I right?
Relax, Orville. We all know who the real racist popcorn is.
That's a lie. Cousin Willy's popcorn is as woke as they come. Ask Llama Party.
Willie Popcorn is a total freak.
True that.
I say let AMC Popcorn come to the party. Pop us all up and mix us together. Lather us in hot butter and cotton candy flavor. I want it in my mouth so bad.
Excuse me, I am a family size here. Can you please just stop now?
Look, I read on the internet that movies were dead and that AMC is going to be bankrupt soon, so we have nothing to worry about.
This was on the internet as well. This you act too?
Clearly this is a deep fake doctored photo. My iPhone must have been hacked.
Listen, we just need an organic
This is embarrassing. This is bad.
movement to stand together united.
This is what meme stocks will do to a person. Just ridiculous. These are actually pretty good. The popcorn puffs are delicious. Because one of the things I don't like about popcorn is the kernels and the texture. But now they make these, like, popcorn puffs that are basically, like, homogenized, ground up, and puffed. You know, it's like corn flour or something baked or whatever. I don't know. Either way, it's good, and it tastes like popcorn, but without the kernels. Check it out.
That's how we changed things in the 60s.
You are not popcorn. You are aged white cheddar puffs. Stay out of it, boomer.
Relax everyone, AMC popcorn is just going to be sold at Walmarts for now. We don't have anything to worry about.
No, you don't have anything to worry about. Nice to have store brand privilege.
Oh, you mean my privilege of not having millions of dollars in an advertising and marketing budget? That privilege?
No, the privilege of not being removed from.
This guy stood in front of popcorn boxes at a store for this video. Dr. Gamble says, store employees, sir, why are you filming our products?
Your prime eye level location on the shelf when AMC starts kicking our butts in popcorn sales. I mean, what store is going to remove their own brand from the shelves? Hello.
It's going to be me. I'm going to be the first one.
Why in the absolute hell would anyone choose, like, and I'm not dying on a hill of, like, popcorn brands. I don't have a favorite popcorn brand. I'm not a huge popcorn person. But, like, Who is into popcorn and is going to go to the store and be like, oh my god, AMC popcorn? Fuck you, Orville Redenbacher. Like, that's not how people work.
Put on the clearance shelf. I know it.
Don't talk like that. The clearance shelf is never the answer.
Do you know how much I paid for this Clifford licensing? It's just not selling. Kids, they want Minecraft and Roblox, Call of Duty. Me, yeah, I've got a big red dog on me.
See what you did, Slim.
Do you think that the demographic of children that reads Clifford the Big Red Dog is the same demographic playing COD? Also, is COD even, like, popular now? Fortnite is popular, or at least it was. I'm probably even behind on that. But I feel like COD was popular with kids in, like, 2012? Which got usurped by things like Fortnite and Roblox, and a resurgence in Minecraft. And I'm sure there are newer games that I'm not familiar with, but...
Jim, are you happy now?
Just passing along the news, man.
I got news for you. Macho Man Randy Savage is dead.
You gotta take it there, huh, bro?
Died in 2011, 58 years old. Yet wrestlers tend to die young.
He's gonna get company real soon from some of you when AMC comes to town. Oh, someone is getting scared.
Stop popping, everyone, just stop.
Here comes Nicole Kidman and she wants some popcorn.
Just calm down, everyone. No one panic.
I'm not panicking.
It's not me. Okay, it's me.
This can't be happening.
We're so screwed.
Hey everybody, it's Russ. Welcome back to the channel.
They're, crazy. I think these people are crazy, maybe a little bit. Just a, you know. Oh, who else we got? Oh, here's a Bed Bath & Beyond thing. Oh, wait, no, that's not a person in the store, though.
In this video on BBBY, I'm going to show you my full forecast and outlook on it. Exactly what.
Let's look at Bed Bath & Beyond stock. So Bed Bath & Beyond is down to... Oh, sorry, H-Baird. H-Baird said it would be funnier if he did the voice himself while filming in the store. Agreed. So Bed Bath & Beyond stock is the lowest it's been since... $1992. The company is gonna go bankrupt, like, in the next 2 months, probably. I don't know exactly how long. I think they actually just said they're gonna dilute the stock further in order to do some raises, but they've already defaulted on some of their loans and obligations. So anyway, the stock price for Bed Bath & Beyond over the course of a long time has been going down, but there are people who are still obsessed with it, as we'll see. Dr. Gamble says it was then that AMC sent a cease and desist letter for unauthorized advertisement.
What I'm expecting the price to do and my predictions on it. So also somewhere, I forgot to mention, somewhere in this video, there's going to be a moment of time when I'm going to use this tool and actually outline, as I did in this video, previously, outline exactly what I'm expecting the price to go for me. And let's begin with the video. Now, BBBY, starting off with the performance, is having a very poor performance, and I kept mentioning this from like day one. Looking at the performance, bad technically, they're just structurally right technically. This is still moving very bad, very bearish. Now again, nothing that I say on my channel is financial advice. It's all just my perspective and opinion, right? You should also always keep that in mind. This is all just my perspective. Okay, now let's begin with the thoughts and what I'm exactly expecting the price to go. So in the previous video, I had this, right? I had a little prediction that I was actually pointing up. Today we went 77.46% down or so, like that. You see, right? You see, we never delivered higher. That's not like to say that we're not going to be continuing to deliver higher, but I just like the bullish move. I was expecting Monday to just continue and break the highs and whatnot. That was not the case. So you should absolutely, pretty much still understand that we're in a very, very big bearish trend. Therefore, we're still expecting the lows to continue to get cleared. So it's either going to be bearish moves from right here, just bam, just like that to the downside, or some upside moves into some supply areas into here, and then bearish moves. But we're going to wait and see if that's going to be the case. And a quick little bonus for you, just keep in mind that...
I always like when they just draw arbitrary lines. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's going to do this. Like, based on what?
If like if you're this deep in the video, this is just a bonus for you. Okay. If I would love to actually have this structure shift, and when would I look for upside moves on baby boys? Actually, when we're going to shift above the weekly high right here, 426, and then after you break this low, it's again going to be around the high here or here. Like again, it's gonna differ. So yeah, let me know your opinions on it. If you
If the stock just goes up to $5, you're talking about at a minimum 80% of the float that needs to be delivered in call contracts. Bed Bath & Beyond.
Why do you think it's going to go up to $5? Like, you can't... This is such a problem with these stock people. Like, not all stock people necessarily, but the meme stock people specifically. They'll be like, if this just goes to $5, if this just goes to $100, if this just blah, 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 blah. Stocks, at least ideally, aren't supposed to be arbitrary. If you're saying you think that this should be at $5, what are you basing that on? What in the fundamental business strategy that Bed Bath & Beyond is doing makes you think that a share of the company should be worth $5? The company isn't paying its bills. They're closing tons of stores. They're firing people. They're not profitable. Why do you think it should go to $5? You can't just say, well, what if it did? I don't know. Then it'd be worth more. But why do you think it should be worth that much right now with the factors that we know about the company?
If it starts ripping past $3 in the next week before Friday's expiration.
Ripping past $3. Wow.
This thing will become atomic.
Why? Why do you think that? Dead cat bounces happen. That doesn't mean the company is solvent.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Trey Duman, and I'm Devil Stockbroker. This is the Demons meeting for March 12th, 2023. We've got Grill Rockfish, Mark M, Shilp777, Swaz, Tip Flickering, and Tree Grinder in the chat. We'll give everybody a few more minutes to trickle in before we get into the analysis. But how's everybody doing this morning?
Doing well. A lot of crazy news going on. It's going to be an interesting week.
Yeah, tell me about it. We got a lot of stuff to cover. So I've got my list of tickers here. Let's go ahead and jump into these. So the first one that I'm looking at right now is Bed Bath & Beyond. We saw an interesting pop in the market with Bed Bath & Beyond that was inverse to the inverse to the SPY. It was incredible. So this move that just happened, I think that this is a short covering round. Okay, I really do think it was. Bed Bath & Beyond was bouncing off of a low point, and it had broken the lows on. It had broken the lows here. At what was this? The 6th of January. So if I switch over to a daily chart, one thing that I love to do...
Who are they hiding their voice from? Some of these people unironically think that the hedge funds are going to hire assassins to kill them, to stop them from getting people to buy the stock. Not all of them, but some of them have delusions that they're being persecuted and stuff.
One thing that I absolutely love to do is I like to mark my double bottoms this way, where I'm checking the bodies of the...
Do I make a bottom joke here?
These candles, and looking for wicks down and a cross above. I think that maybe a weekly candle would be...
This is this guy's voice, but the other guy who came on was using a voice modulator of some kind.
Yeah. The weekly candle is quite a bit more...
The lines are called candles, if you don't know stock things.
This one makes it easier to see. So on this initial candle, we had this clear bottom that occurred between the body and the wick. And one thing that I do in order to look for double bottoms in the market is I wait for a double bottom to show a wick and either a close inside of this little area between these two supports, or between the
Oh my god, they're reading tea leaves again. look, when the price goes down over here and also over here, I look at them and I go, that's similar, and I decide that's probably good. Jesus Christ. This is how our global financial system works.
Body and the bottom of this first wick. I look for a candle to wick through this area and then for a recovery to happen right afterwards. So if you look at it on the daily, we had a close that was down here, which kind of breaks my rule. That would normally mean that it's not a trade, but I've been...
Dr. Gamble with 50 bits and a link.
I will consult the bones. The bones tell me nothing.
Tracking BBIG on a weekly chart, and I noticed that on the weekly chart it's a lot more accurate for these double bottoms. This orphaned island pattern is...
Good lord, these people are fucking delusional. It's just so sad. Like, it is what it is. It's on them, but like, damn, man.
Citadel said in 2004 that payment for order flow should be banned. Citadel pushed back on the possibility of a payment for order flow ban in June of 2022, but Citadel in 2004 said that payment for order flow creates conflict of interest and should be banned according to the SEC file. Gary Gensler said there may be a conflict of interest for brokers and that too much power and concentrated in a handful of market makers. The SEC chairman plans to reroute retail investors into an automated system that would provide a deep pool of liquidity. The aim of the proposed rules is to improve market quality and efficiency by boosting competition for the retail stock orders and reducing unnecessary intermediation, SEC Chair Gary Gensler has said. However, the NYSE, along with Charles Schwab and Citadel, asked the SEC to indefinitely withdraw the auction and best execution proposals, saying they could lead to less market liquidity and create... AMC fails to deliver summary. The average number of fails to deliver per day in February 2023 is 3,916,000 plus per day. It's disappointing that it took Adam Marin and the team.
Check it. Alright guys, what is up? In this video, it's an AMC update with technical analysis giving you guys predictions for the week. I also look at possible events that could cause the market to crash, and I clarify my position on the vote and why I think that it's all priced in and we won't see any price action. But what?
I believe there's an upcoming vote to dilute the stock further in order to raise funds, because AMC, again, doesn't make money. But for some reason, and for those who don't know, if you dilute a stock, the price is going to go down because you're releasing more. It's like basic supply and demand stuff. There's more stock available for purchase, so the price is going to go down because there's more of it to purchase. More people in the market, more competition, the price is going to go down. For some reason, the stock people just are ignoring this and pretending it's not happening and that the price isn't going to go down, even though market fundamentals dictate that dilution is going to lead to a decreased stock price. They're just sticking their fingers in the ears and going, la 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 la, I don't hear you.
Could trigger the moass is if it is a no vote, but I think it's rigged against us in the favor of yes, and I explained why in the video I just released.
If they don't dilute, they're gonna go out of business even quicker because they don't have liquidity to do anything and run their business because they're fundamentally unprofitable in their current model.
You can check that out in the comment section, but let's go ahead and check out the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. That's what is up in this video. I'm going to update you on AMC for this trading week. Everything you need to know.
Oh, look, more arbitrary lines that bounce upward for no reason. The blue lines are him just doing stuff. Do you see that? He just has the blue line going back up at some point, like, for no reason. Like, why does he think it's gonna go back up?
And why I think this trading week is going to be huge for AMC stock. What I'm looking at with the data and all of the things that I've studied is the potential market crash, possibly causing AMC to squeeze. The market could crash at any time with the banks.
Oh, for some reason, they also think that the market is going to crash completely, which, hey, possible. Like, shit's weird financially right now. But they're thinking that for some reason, the market crashing would be good for their stocks. Even though the most vulnerable companies go down first in recessions and depressions and things like that. There's a saying that says when the tide goes out, you see who's not wearing pants, right? The idea being that it's easy to be a company in a bull market, but in a bear market, you see who's not really solvent, right? Because in a bear market, or rather in a bull market, there's a lot of free-flowing cash. People can get a lot loans easier for their businesses, and people are more able to kind of leave money in startups and fundamentally not making money companies because things are going well anyway. But when a bear market hits, companies that don't make money don't stick around long. People aren't willing to keep their money in those kind of companies in a bear market. Gnome Pickles says, meanwhile at the Bed Bath & Beyond HQ, okay, so our former CEO has run away and is no longer answering their phone. Who wants to captain this sinking ship? Any of our 3 remaining employees? And H. Baird says, if the market crashes, everyone will sell their TVs and cut down on streaming subscriptions. Then, when they get bored, they'll have to go out to the movies. It's just common sense.
Failing with the year-over-year inflation rate data coming out.
I don't know if any of this happens to be from, like, okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but during the Great Depression, movies, like movies and stuff like that actually sold better. Like, movie tickets and stuff actually did better during times of economic downturn, historically. And the reason for that is basically that when things are sad and people are desperate, they still want entertainment. So I don't know if any of these people are thinking that, but the market is fundamentally different than it was in the 1930s. Like, the reason that people went to do movie tickets and see movies in the 30s or whatever during the Depression is because they didn't have other options. Then the TV came out so people can watch things cheaper at home.
All of this stuff could cause the market to crash. So if this data comes out and it comes out above, which I posted about in my weekly update, if this comes out above the 5.5 or the 6% range for these 2 metrics, that would cause the market to absolutely capitulate, especially with the way that the banks are collapsing right now. Also, if more banks collapse or anything like that, any type of black swan event from the contagion from the banks failing now could cause the market to crash, and I explained why on that video, and looking at history with the Volkswagen short squeeze on why they could easily cause the AMC short squeeze. So AMC could literally kick off at any moment, and we also have a ton of metrics in the options change showing a huge amount of bullish data, as well as bullish data coming in on the open interest, as far as the max pain being $9 as well. So there is very bullish data for AMC as far as the max pain, and the options chains looking very, very good to push us up to these higher levels. And I do think it is a potential that we could see $8 to $10 next week for AMC stock. I don't think that the vote.
I think that's going to double basically in the next week. He thinks the stock is going to 100% go up in the next week. Yikes.
Is going to have much effect. I just dropped a video on why I don't think the vote's going to have much effect. I think it is going to be a yes vote. I explained it all in that video. I don't want it to be a yes vote, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a yes vote, and
which will make the price go down, not up.
explain why, and I explain how Adam Aaron basically sold us out because he sold the shares to Antera and to these hedge funds. They own enough shares to make the vote become a yes. So that is why I believe
Kind of how open markets work.
Going to be a yes vote. I don't think it's going to cause any particular price action because I don't think it's going to like trigger the moass or anything because it's already priced into the stock. What I think could trigger the moass is if the vote turns out to be a no on April 27th, so they can't do anything. That's another reason why I don't think I'm going to see any price action from it, because they can't really do anything but give us an answer. They can't do anything, and we don't even know if the answer is correct because there is somebody suing Adam Aaron. Another hedge fund is suing Adam Aaron for telling us, or basically selling us out, selling all these shares to Antera and letting them to control the vote. Another hedge fund is saying, no, you can't do that, and made a lawsuit. And now there has to be a lawsuit to vote in favor or not for the AMC conversion. So we're going to see that happen on April 27th. So that's when we will see real price action if there is anything from this vote. So that's why I said in that video, I don't think we'll see any price action, but it's still going to be a big week for AMC because we are looking at the market crash. Any black swan could potentially kick off AMC, and we are looking at bullish technical analysis showing us that AMC's price action is looking very, very bullish. And if we look at this higher low, higher high setup, so basically we have a higher high, and a higher high. We have a higher low, and a higher low. So if we look at that setup, we could see price action just based off that technical analysis alone.
The technical analysis of me looking at like 5 weeks of data. That's how stocks work. It's always patterns. Things always repeat themselves. It's not like... It's like these people don't understand that the stock price should be based on external factors. Like, it's not just its own magic thing. These aren't just lines on a screen. The company exists to do a thing. It should be worth more if they do the thing profitably, or worth less if they don't. This is fucking nonsense. The market has become so detached from, like, the theoretical purpose of a market. It's wild. It's like parallel gambling that only works on the lightest connection to the company in question. Like, there's a vague sense of connection between AMC, the company, and these numbers, and that's all that connects the two. Other things are just, it's all just market sentiment of fucking crazy people.
To $10. I'll show you guys why here, because if you look, if we go ahead and draw a line, so all you guys have to do is draw a line, and I'll show you guys it's marked in blue.
Guys, check it out. I can draw this blue line so fucking high. Look at how much money you could have if the real lines went to the place my fake line is at.
If we look, it takes us to about the $8 to $10 range if we were to get up in that area and get the bounce right here. And I do think we're getting the bounce for many reasons. I will explain why here, because if you guys look on the smaller time frame, so if we go ahead and zoom into the smaller time frames, you guys can see that we're in a falling wedge. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to the downside. That's another reason why we're getting the bounce.
We've drawn the wedge card. This bodes well.
In a falling wedge, and we're breaking out.
It's just tarot cards for Finn bros.
Out of the falling wedge. That is another reason why I think we're getting the bounce. RSI is oversold in the overall.
How many people is this guy pay pigging for?
Sold territory. That is another reason why we're getting the bounce. Buyers like to step in when RSI gets...
Tea with Goblin says, I read somewhere that during the 1930s, the two types of film that were the most popular were the Universal horror pictures and Shirley Temple films, gothic melodramas that depict the bleakness, terror, and monstrosities of the world, or twee, saccharine escapism on Good Ship Lollipop. Personally, I prefer the former, but there have always been those that need some sugary joy over just staring straight into the existential void. Yeah. The Universal monster stuff is fun. I have a box set of 30 of them. I think it's all of them, or at least most of them. Tea with Goblins, thanks for 100 bits.
Gets this low, you can see that the MACD is starting to become bullish, and even if you go...
I don't know if you guys remember E-Live, but I had a character based on Dr. Pretorius from Bride of Frankenstein, that was going to be part of one of the other player characters' backstories, but we never got to it. His name was Dr. Pretorius.
Go down on the smaller time frames, you guys can see that the MACD is turning bullish and flipping bullish on these smaller time frames, on these smaller metrics, which is all...
If it's been 100 years, he can steal names. It's fine.
All indicative of the stock getting a bounce. And even if the stock came down to the $5 level, about $5 even, we would still be in this higher high, higher low setup and still in position to get to those higher lows or those higher highs of $8 to $10, what I'm looking at for next week. I am predicting next week to be a green week, to have a green weekly candle, and I'm looking for a high of $8 to $10, a possible low at $6, but I really think we're going to end the week around that $9 range, just based off of Max Payne and the options chain and the technical analysis alone. So that is what I'm looking at for AMC stock, as well as if you go ahead and...
Dude, your technical analysis amounted to look at these other lines, and look, if I draw lines at these lines and I draw a line between the lines, then it's a higher line. That was your technical analysis.
On the EMAs, if we go ahead and flip on the EMAs, you guys can see that we still have that golden cross.
Like, to be clear, real technical analysis would be like, let's look into the disclosures of the company and see what their future outlook is and how much debt they have and how much income they're turning per quarter and what's their merchandise on hand, what's their cash on hand. Like, that's technical analysis, is looking at a company and seeing what is the health of this company economically and how they are going to continue to exist and turn a profit. This is just a guy drawing fucking lines. Like, what is technical about this analysis? There's nothing technical about it. He's just calling it technical analysis to pretend he's a fucking stockbroker. It's like he's LARPing. It's like he's pretending to be a stock person.
On the 4-hour time frame, so anytime.
From Beyond also did have Dr. Pretorius. This is true.
The 50 EMA marked in gold crosses over the 200 EMA marked in white. That is called a golden cross, and that is an indicator that even the most sophisticated traders and quote-unquote smart money uses to determine if a stock is bullish. And on the 4-hour time frame, this is still very, very bullish. And that head and shoulders that I was explaining last week, this where the shoulders right here, this is the head and this is the shoulder, that already played out. So that is already fully played out, and we are ready to get our bounce, and the bounce that everyone was looking for after the head and shoulders played out. So there is multiple reasons why I think next week is going to be extremely bullish. There is multiple reasons why I think anything could potentially cause the stock market to crash and cause a black swan event like the banks failing or anything like that that could cause AMC to squeeze. I do not think the March 14th vote is going to cause AMC to squeeze, but if we get a no vote, that could be...
It's going to do the opposite. It's not going to squeeze. It's going to drive the stock lower, probably.
Be the trigger, because that is something that hedge funds are not planning for, and that could potentially be the trigger for the AMC moass. If you guys look at what the SPY is doing, the SPY is absolutely dumping. It's in a bearish phase on the MACD. If we look at the daily time frame, the daily time frame is not yet oversold. It's kind of approaching that territory on...
All right, enough of this guy's fake technical analysis. Let's move on.
The placement of AMC Entertainment on the threshold list indicates that the stock continues to be heavily shorted on Wall Street, and that much of it could be due to the illegal practice of naked short selling. This situation could set up AMC stock for what is popularly called, quote, the mother of all short squeezes, or the moass. Guys, we got a lot to talk about in today's video. We're going to be going over this article that is talking about AMC potentially going through a short squeeze over the next couple of weeks, over the next month or two. Now, I also want to focus on some of the data that is coming out with AMC today. AMC still on the threshold securities list for over 3 weeks now. Cost bar rates...
Gnome Pickle says, I figured it out. He calls it a technical analysis because he is he is technically, but only technically, doing some analysis. People asking about naked short selling. Naked short selling is the practice of selling short without actually having naked short selling is effectively selling short but without actually having the stock. It's basically fraud. So what they're accusing these large hedge funds of, it's not impossible. I'm not saying hedge funds are moral entities that never break the law. I'm just saying the level of fraud they are accusing these hedge funds of is astronomical, basically. And they don't have enough to back it up, in my opinion. Tea with Goblin says the actor who played Dr. Pretorius was called Ernest Thesiger before Bride of Frankenstein. He was in another James Whale picture called called The Old Dark House, and oh lordy, he plays one camp butler. Gay as a damned picnic basket. Sorry, I'm done with the horror sidebars now, thank you. No, I like horror stuff, that's great.
Remain to be in the 200 to 300% range. You do actually see a lot of option activity for this Friday as well as next Friday, and the FTD's still out of this world. So we have a lot to talk about. The work is cut out for us here in this video. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you own AMC, if you want to see the stock go up, if you want to make money. That should be every single one of you guys right now. Tap, tickle, touch.
Don't you want to make money, bro? Just put in money to this thing, bro, and we'll all make money together, bro.
So smashing that like button. That is an old one for the OGs. Now, let's get into exactly what is being said in this article. First things first, then we'll dive into the data and a little bit of what is happening today in the market. So, it says AMC...
I think one of the wilder things, and I haven't even touched on this, but I should. The wild thing about this is, let's even imagine for a second that what they're saying is true, okay? Let's imagine for a second that everything these crazy conspiracy theorists say is true, and that these hedge funds are all naked shorting illegally a ludicrous amount of fake shares from these companies, AMC, GameStop, whatever, and that these short sellings amount to so much value that they would effectively crash the economy if this came to fruition. If the moass happened, it would effectively crash the economy, right? They then think that the stock of AMC or GameStop or whatever, because of these short-selling, like, hedge funds, would shoot up to thousands, if not more, per share. And they'll all be rich. Let me tell you what would really happen if any of this was true. The hedge funds that would in this hypothetical be naked short selling would A, be potentially prosecuted for illegal shit, but they're rich, so, you know. Or two, they're just gonna go out of business and they go bankrupt and they don't actually have to buy those shares back because they're a bankrupt company who can't pay their, you know, loans. And then the GameStop people and the AMC people still don't get money. There's no version of this where they make a bunch of money, is basically what I'm saying. Even if they were right, it would hurt the hedge funds so badly, it would make them insolvent and unable to give money to these people. So what they're doing is, even within their fantasy, they're wrong.
Is widely viewed as a meme stock, and it has been caught in short squeezes multiple times over the past 2 years. Most recently last August, when the share price was pushed above $25. AMC stock began this year trading for under $4 per share. Should the price rise again, traders and investors, including well-capitalized hedge funds, would be forced to buy the shares they sold to prevent losses, pushing the price up even higher in what is known as a short squeeze. Pretty straightforward. Now, why it matters. Naked short selling is illegal in the US, as it is considered a form of market manipulation. The proliferation of naked short selling in AMC stock shows there is still interest in betting against
alleged naked short selling. Again, I repeat, these people are effectively... The reason I think they're doing it in writing, and the reason this guy is saying it, is because he's not in this sentence saying any specific hedge funds or companies. But if he said, for instance, Citadel or one of these other places that they don't like, these are hedge funds, which again, I don't like either. Fuck hedge funds. But basically he's slandering, and the article is potentially libeling these hedge funds by saying, oh yeah, they're committing this felony, and they don't have the evidence to back it up, which is why they're not saying, I have evidence Citadel is illegally naked short selling, because they don't. And that's slander and libel.
Against the world's largest movie theater chain. The company struggled mightily during the pandemic when its more than 10,000 theaters were forced to close or operate at a reduced capacity. There continues to be speculation that the company could file for bankruptcy. This event would almost certainly send its stock lower. However, the widespread shorting of AMC stock sets the shares up for a potentially huge short squeeze in the near term. Some retail investors...
You could say that about literally any company that shorted. Any company that shorted could have a short squeeze if the price went up. But the price going up is the hard part, right? The company has to become solvent and make money and have a future for that to happen. It's not just magic and arbitrary. It's supposed to be related to the reality of the company. Hbeard says, meme stock people, crypto bros, even QAnon, they are all about some singular event that's coming soon that will magically fix every problem they have. It's so sad that they've given up all hope of fixing their problems on their own. They might as well buy lottery tickets, at least some people actually win. I understand the fundamental insecurity and the fundamental anxieties that underpin all of these belief systems. I understand it. We live in a society where the social contract has effectively been fucking torn up, right? The idea is that people in power, like, human history is full of hierarchies, right? I don't think there's ever been a society, at least not a large society, that hasn't had some form of hierarchy. I'm not saying that's right, I'm just saying it's how humans typically operate. But humans, on average, will be okay with hierarchies as long as there's not too much of a discrepancy, and as long as people at the bottom, at least the bulk of people, are at least marginally taken care of, right? As long as people feel that they can honestly work and, like, feed their families and spend time with the people they care about, to some extent, people are okay with that. If people feel that their community needs are met, if people feel that their connections to others and their financial stability is met, more or less they're okay, even if things are a bit unfair. The problem is, we are in a society, Joker moment, where... basically, the social contract has been fucked. Rich people take more and more and exploit the working class more and more. Upward mobility has become virtually impossible. Home ownership is now a dream for generations of people that they might never get. Like, our basic fundamental idea of what it is to be a society in the United States is collapsing, right? So I understand why these people are all demanding or hoping or wishing for some, huge event that's going to shake things up and change things. Because clearly the way things function right now isn't working, at least not for most people. It fucks over tons of people for the good of very few, very rich people. So I understand that, but unfortunately, instead of looking at real solutions to these problems, they retract into a delusion. It's incredibly sad. DJ Shea says you want Robespierre? These financial conditions are how you get Robespierre. Yay, Reign of Terror 2.0.
Have been waiting for this scenario, particularly those congregated on the Wall Street Bets subreddit. A big run-up in the price of AMC stock could benefit retail investors in the short term. However, short squeezes almost always end badly once the stock is sold. Profits are taken and the share price crashes back to earth, often lower than where it started. What's next for AMC stock? Well, it's up to regulators such as the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, to crack down on the practice of naked short selling and market manipulation. Evidence that AMC stock continues to be heavily shorted sets the shares up for a potentially big squeeze in the next coming days and the next coming weeks. Whether the big short actually happens remains to be seen, but investors should continue to be cautious with AMC Entertainment stock. Now, that's exactly it, and they do actually link this this article in that Market Watch article. This is,
by the way, inexplicably, the GameStop stock people love the movie The Big Short, even though the heroes of that movie are the short sellers, and the villains are fanatical, insane investors who think the price of a commodity is going to forever increase arbitrarily, a lot like the stock meme people do. It's a whole thing.
An article that we have already went over here on the channel from the street.
I would recommend the Big
Now,
Short. It's a good movie.
What is interesting about this is it's starting to get more attention because Adam Aaron apparently asked the New York Stock Exchange and FINRA to look closely at the trading of AMC. A lot of people in the last video when we first mentioned this on the channel were skeptical, right? For good reasons, because look at what they're trying to do March 14th. It's hard to look at a scenario where Adam Aaron is trying to call out the naked shorts, when in all reality, the naked shorts and
alleged naked shorts,
just the heavily short activity we have seen in AMC as of recently, is due to the actions of AMC. Now, I'm not here to argue if this is the right move or the wrong move. I think either way you put it, someone calling on the New York Stock Exchange.
What's March 14th? That's a good question. March 14th, AMC. They're having a shareholder meeting on the 14th. Oh, the vote is tomorrow. Reverse stock split and increase in authorized common stock. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna hurt the price. For those who don't know, a reverse stock split is exactly what it sounds like. It's the opposite of a stock split. So they're gonna, if you have like, I don't know the exact ratio they're going for with the reverse stock split, but a reverse stock split could be like, right now you have 2 shares of AMC for $5 each. Tomorrow, when it does a reverse split, you'll have 1 share at $10 each. It just changes the fractionalization of the commodity, basically, of the stock. And this is a... This is going to sound so stupid, but this is what basically, they want to trick people into going, oh my god, AMC price is up, even though the market cap hasn't changed. What's changed is just how many stocks there are. So it's still the same price, but because there are fewer stocks, it looks like it's higher. So it's basically a way to make the stock look attractive to, how do I put this? Uninformed idiot retail investors, because number bigger, and number bigger must mean good, right?
Exchange and FINRA to look closely at the trading of AMC is never going to be a bad thing. And I think there has been a lot of naked shorting, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in the next video. But really, when it comes down to it, this catalyst, March 14th, has not been so easily as hedge funds thought it was going to be. So there has been a lot of shorting. There has likely been a lot of naked shorting, and the
you haven't evidenced
FTD numbers that we are seeing does support it. I mean, we're on the threshold securities list, but the actual numbers here are very, very high. So for today, you're seeing about 3.6 million failure to delivers that are coming due per the T+35 settlement time. Tomorrow, you're going to have 1.5 million FTDs that do come due, and tomorrow is going to be Friday, and you are going to have some big economic data as well coming out tomorrow. We'll talk about that a little bit more in some of the next videos. Now, for next week, that's going to be the big week of volatility for AMC. This is the week where AMC could literally double or triple in price or fall 50%.
You could say that about literally any day. Meme stocks are incredibly volatile because they're not based on the fundamentals of the company. They're based primarily on the market sentiment of a very small group of crazy investors, gamblers. So if confidence goes down or up, it makes the price go up and down wildly.
Now, I think the double or triple is a lot more likely since, after all, it's pretty well established. This this vote is probably going to come back as a yes. Now, due to the court proceedings, nothing's going to happen for a while. So I don't really forecast AMC dropping that much. Even when you look at the litigation that is going to go to court, it's clear that there's a case there. So I think even by April 27th, we're not going to have a definitive answer. I think any judge...
Chitara says, ain't no way I'm taking advice about anything with the dude who just has the word hustle hung up on his wall. Yeah, probably a good call. Those posters make me cringe. For those who can't read them, the 3 posters, the middle one, of course, says hustle. The one on the left says success marks the spot, set targets, hit bullseyes. And then the one on the right says success nutrition facts. And then it's formatted like a nutrition label in the United States. I assume the nutrition facts, success things are platitudinous bullshit about like 15% determination, 20% perspiration, you know, bootstrap bullshit.
In his right mind would entertain that, and that's going to mean kicking the can further down the road, and I don't really think it's going to pass through the courts, to be quite honest with you guys. So I think ultimately this event will send AMC stock up higher, whether it happens next week or whether it happens in a month from now, or little over a month, April 27th. I think it sets AMC up for a very bullish scenario, especially when you consider the naked shorts.
Wonder if this guy invested in CryptoZoo. Okay, I'm gonna be honest right now. This shit is why I don't feel bad. Like, CoffeeZilla, if you saw a while back, did a whole expose on CryptoZoo, Logan Paul's alleged scam, let's call it. And there are parts, and I like CoffeeZilla. I like his stuff because I love learning about different scams and financial bullshit. I think it's very interesting. Unfortunately, there are sections in the video that are like, let's talk to the victims, and they'll talk to the fucking victims of the scam, and it's Fin bro, crypto bro assholes like this who bought like $100,000 worth of fucking crypto eggs, speculating on them, hoping they can flip them to Logan Paul fans later for more money than they bought them for, and it's like, you're not a victim, you're a gambling addict that fucking lost. There are real victims in a lot of scams. Crypto bros making a bad bet are not victims. They're losers.
So on and so forth. But for next Monday, you start off with 1.8 million FTDs. Next Tuesday, 2.4 million FTDs. Next Wednesday, 3.4 million FTDs. Next Thursday, 3.9 million FTDs. And next Friday, 6.8 million FTDs. Now, as you guys know, there is a lot of option activity that also comes due on March 17th. There is also a lot of option activity for tomorrow, for this Friday. Calls that are in the money sits at 7,000. Calls that are out of the money sits at 167,000. That's a lot. That's a lot, guys. Huge numbers. In the money puts at 80,000 for this Friday. Out the money puts at 97,000. Well, take a look.
Okay. Let's get more ape father. Why does this guy mostly post about food now? It's because his stocks aren't doing well.
I just saw a short video on scavenger stonks. And he's like, explain to the 6-year-old. Explain to the 6-year-old how it's a good thing losing 90% of my shares. Big day is happening tomorrow. And he made it seem like, well, if I had 10 $10 bills or one $100 bill, it equals out to be the same amount of money in your portfolio. Okay, this is what he doesn't understand. We all understand that. What you don't understand is this. What
he's basically trying to explain why the reverse split is good for AMC, even though it might be good for like the CEO. It might get him, he might be employed a little longer, but it is absolutely not generally good for small retail investors, or at the very least it's a bad omen of things to come. If your company is desperately flailing around and trying to do things like reverse, splits in order to attract new retail investors, Probably not in a great place.
What have we all been dealing with in this effing AMC, in this stock market, this corrupt stock market for over 2 years? Corruption!
Maybe you just made a bad bet. Have you considered that you and your audience are horrifying gambling addicts who have made bad bets and can't, get off the sunk cost train? Just a thought.
Okay, what is it all gonna stop now? Citadel's no longer gonna short AMC, and Terra's no longer gonna short AMC, especially when AMC shoots up to over $50 a share.
But there are fewer shares, so it's the same thing, you idiot. The short sellers' shares also reverse split, so you're in the same place.
What's gonna happen? Everyone's gonna start buying AMC at $53, $54 a share?
If they're not buying it at $5, why do you think they're gonna buy it at $50 unless they're idiots who aren't paying attention to the reverse stock split and think it went from 5 to 50 naturally, as opposed to the artificial way of changing the price via a reverse stock split? It's basically a strategy just to get people who go, wasn't that $5 the other day? Oh my god, it's 50 now. It's gone up so much. I should buy this.
Probably not. Okay? They're gonna short the living shit out of this thing to oblivion. You got all these friggin', people have been saying for the longest time, analysts, the true value of AMC is $6 a share, and I never wanted to believe it.
According to the market right now, it's like $5.50, so a little less than $6.
Believe it. Scavenger stunks. But we're below $6 a share.
Hey, honey.
We're below, there's things below here, which I don't want to get into, that stink.
What's even below $6? $5? $4?
Let me get rid of that stink. Bye-bye, stink. I want to get rid of the AMC stink. And we're not going to do it by losing 90% of our shares, you Mama Luke Stunad. Kaddish! This video is not financial advice. Not a financial plan. It's not legal advice. I'm not an attorney. This video and all my videos are for entertainment purposes only. The one and only 8-faller on the throne. Wow! And that's how you explain it to a 6-year-old. Ooh.
Oh boy. This guy is not good. Oh, he wrote a song for his wife. Is this actually gonna be sweet? Is this gonna be nice?
When we met, magic starts. You turned my life around, made me believe with no doubt that happiness can be found. Everything is so right, still can't believe you belong to me. When you held my hand, my life.
I really hope he didn't have a ton of money tied up in this shit, but he must, right? His whole channel's about it. And also talking about Italian food. This guy gets a lot of fast food. Eats out a lot.
So another day, all the haters are saying I'm broke. I'm thinking about going to Zano's or something and getting another $300 dinner. I'm really broke. Just had a $300 dinner last night at Fuji. Relaxing in my house.
People, I don't know this guy's financial situation, and frankly, I don't really care. The things I care about are not his actual liquid financial situation and more the terrible advice he's giving people and the cringe. But usually if you're in a place that's financially fine, you don't go on the internet and be like, you think I'm broke? I'm fine. Just seems kind of you doth protest too much behavior.
Hot tub.
And frankly, I would fully believe this guy could be completely broke and also spending money on $300 dinners. He doesn't seem like he's the best at financial planning, since his whole identity is based around a failing business.
Oh, the good life. When you don't work and eat $300 dinners every night. The good life. Where your butt and your balls are massaged from a jets in your hot tub. And I will eat like an ape king while all of you eat spaghetti. Oh, Chef Boyardee. The good life. A father lives it every day.
Does Chef Boyardee make SpaghettiOs? I thought SpaghettiOs were a separate thing.
Yes, I'm really struggling, haters. It's a hard knocks life. Hard knocks. Having $300 dinner every night, and I will do.
I'm gonna be honest, even if you were rich, having $300 for dinner every night just makes you an asshole. Like, really? You need $300 dinners every fucking night? Asshole. Nogarth says, Danzy, he is not. No, he's not.
Eat again, and I will eat like a king. It's a hard knocks life. It's tough to struggle. Really hard.
Like, he seems to take a lot of pride in, like, that he eats out a ton, which is fine. If he can afford to do that, great. I'm happy for him. It's just, like, it feels like he's trying to project a certain image to his audience, as opposed to just enjoying his life. Like, if I was well off enough that I was eating out this much, which, frankly, I don't think is healthy, even if you could afford it, but let's say you did, I wouldn't feel the need to post about it constantly. Oh, look at this asshole. Look at this fucking asshole. Watch this shit.
So here's the bill and the tip at Doyle's in Barnegat. $193.80. We got a whole bunch of food to go, a whole bunch of food here. It was a good meal. I had a lot of fun. And that's all that.
Great, so you left a $100 tip, which if he really did that, I'm dubious, but if he really did that, great. That's awesome for that server. Awesome. But you would just do that if you wanted to do that. You wouldn't fucking post it, you weirdo. You attention-seeking son of a bitch. It's the same vibe I get when people, like, do videos where they're like, I made a bunch of meals for homeless people, now come watch me hand them out and exploit these people's suffering for internet clout. Like, just do the thing. Just do it. If you make it about you, you're an asshole. Baycop, thanks for 24 months, says, you know, he scooped that hundo back up. I think he probably did.
That matters in the end. It's not about the money, honey. It's about the fun. And I had a lot of fun. There's my third Stella. Enjoying it for the road. There's the 4-leaf clovers. Well, actually, it looks like a 3-leaf clover. It's supposed to be a 4-leaf clover. But anyway, we're getting ready for St. Patty's Day. I had a lot of fun. Needed a little relaxing time. A little R&R. Rest and relaxation, baby. Rest and relaxation. Salud and gin tonic. But enjoy this one. This is my last one. So my wife is here. She wants me to get off my butt
Jitara says, it is one thing to be proud of what you have, it's another to insult those who have nothing. Book of Paul, don't be that guy, 438. Good way to put it.
She wants some bagels, right, hon?
Oh yeah, nothing like a good soft bagel.
There's nothing like
That's also what she calls his penis.
a soft bagel, but I tell her I'm soft. I got a nice soft belly. I tell her she could
butter, cream cheese.
I got butter. I got cream cheese in my belly. So I'm better than bagel.
Oh yeah.
She could love me up, but she chooses the bagel. Nice. She chooses to love that bagel. She wants to right hot. It's hot out of the oven. I'm not hot anymore. I used to be. Maybe back hot. When she first met me, when we were 21 years old. I was 21. She was a little younger, and she was.
How much younger? Think carefully about your answer.
Coming out of the Salty Dog, and this is in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, and she was coming out. I was walking towards the Salty Dog, and then we connected. It was like magic. Now, if she connected with me now, it would be tragic. There's a difference. I went from chum to bum. I went from hot to not. What are you gonna do? These things happen as we get old. But I will get out of bed. And I will get my wife a bagel because she needs something hot that's soft with butter on it, something juicy. Unfortunately, that's not me.
What?
I'm the only lunatic that's probably going to eat a double Whopper with cheese. I saved it.
That's a quarter pounder. Whoppers, a Burger King thing.
This for myself. And a salad. It makes no sense, right? Why would you eat a double Whopper and cheese?
It's a quarter pounder.
And a salad.
That's just a lot of food in general. I can't even eat a double quarter pounder, like, on its own. Much less with other shit with it. Oh my god, a double quarter pounder is so much fucking food.
Only a psychopath would do
Yeah, why does he have Kraft singles?
something like that.
Because presumably the burger already has cheese on it. Unless he got it without cheese to save money. Which would be funny if he didn't get cheese on his quarter pounder to save money, but he's spending $300 on dinners every night. Like, I think you could afford to get the fucking quarter pounder with cheese. It's like a 50 cents extra.
And especially, I'm going to put all this Kraft cheese on it.
On the burger, right?
Love this Kraft cheese. I don't care what anybody says.
On the burger, right? You're gonna put Kraft cheese on the burger, right?
And I'm going to put a whole bunch of this too. Ranch dressing all over this bad boy. Let's start.
On the burger, right?
Let's start the process on this salad. Let's get this salad a little.
This guy's gonna put American fucking cheese slices on a salad.
Decorated.
What in the world? Oh my god.
Not a healthy salad, right? Crazy man. I'm a crazy man. Ooh, ooh, I'm a crazy man.
Why would anyone take financial advice from this man? He's clearly not well.
Hey, Jen, can you do me a favor? Take this cheese out. Let's put some of that cheese on here.
It feels like he just wanted to eat a bunch of ranch dressing and like 3 slices of American cheese, but he was too embarrassed, so he decided if he put it in a salad, it would be better. It's not. It's much worse.
Pour it on, baby.
American cheese in a salad. I'm gonna vomit.
Pour it on. Oh. If you don't know that song, that's Lick It Up by Kiss. I love that band. Favorite band. Well, we need another one there. Get another one on there. A little more cheese on this bad boy.
Jesus Christ. I thought me mixing American cheese in with my ramen was bad. Oh.
Double Whopper and cheese in a salad. Doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense. Especially the 8-baller salad, right? I don't think 3's enough. Let's go one more. Another piece of cheese on that bad boy. Pour it on! Pour it on! Oh! I don't think I need a disclaimer for this video. I just say it's insane.
He's like a charismatic lord of patriarchy. They're gloop bros.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
That's disgusting. God damn, he goes out to eat a lot. And again, like I said, if he can afford it, great, but that cannot be good for you. It's like he's getting fast food and takeout every single day. Jesus. Gnome Pickle says, Sir, I need you to understand what you have done is obscene and a sin against our holy mother cheese.
A lot of haters, especially this guy, John Bitton, has been freaking out lately, you know, with my videos in terms of my views. They're like, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. How could you have over 11,300 subscriptions and you're getting, in some cases, under 100 views per video? You know,
I mean, it is a little weird, but that kind of thing does happen. Sometimes you'll get a bunch of subscribers from like a viral video or something and it just doesn't translate. Also, this guy spams a ton of videos every day. He does like 10 videos a day. You're not going to get a lot of views on that. Like, you can't spam that many videos a day and expect to get a lot of views.
Now, look, I have to say it's alleged, but for the very longest time now, I've been feeling YouTube has been doing something with my account. I don't know if people call it shadow banning. Again, I'll say it's alleged. It's alleged. I don't know. How did I go from, okay, let's talk about this. You go back to my earlier videos. I was getting 100,000 views on one video.
Gee, let's guess. Why, in the past, did he get a lot of views? And when people were excited about the high price of AMC, because his channel is based around pumping AMC, and now he's not getting as many views. I wonder why. It's almost like a lot of people learned their lesson. H. Baird says, this guy probably
exploited. You don't understand. Ferengi workers don't want to stop the exploitation. We want to find a way to become the exploiters.
Oof. True. Finn bros in general. Neurotic Nanette, thanks for 28 months, says, where did the time go? The Langoliers ate it. I saw a documentary about it once. Dean Stockwell was in it. Odd Tall Man with 100 bits says, how many AMC stocks do these bits get me? 0, but they do get you a stock in my heart. And that's worth more, isn't it? Almost on a hype train.
Over 50,000 views on a few videos, over 25,000 views on videos. And then throughout as a year would pass, I would get 10,000 views, 15,000 views, you know, and time went by, 5,000 views. But I was always in the thousands, all my videos, okay? 2,000 views, 1,000 views. And suddenly, all my videos started going under 1,000 views. But the thing is, it's like I'm not losing subscriptions. Like, I could understand if I went from 11,000 subscriptions.
A ton of people stop watching your videos before they unsubscribe. Like, that's just a YouTube thing. Stone Corbell says, let's take this hype train to the moon. Mr. Whiskers, thanks for gifting a sub. Pump the hype train stock. It can only go to the moon, chat. Okay? I'm telling you, this is not financial advice. 87% to level 1.
It's down to maybe 2,000 subscriptions, down to 1,000 subscriptions, down to 500 subscriptions. Okay. Then I would start saying to myself, well, maybe it makes sense.
Quiet 185, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs.
Why I'm getting 100 views or 50.
And helping instigate the moass of the train, whatever the fuck that would mean. Dr. Gamble, thanks for 33 months, says, to the moon.
50 views a video. It doesn't matter back. I did not buy, I say this on the record. Okay, I say this on the record. I never bought subs. I would never do that. Never would do that. Look, a lot of people complained about me to YouTube. Is it possible I'm shadow banned? I have to say it's alleged. I don't know. I can't make sense of it either.
Gnome Pickled says, the more bits I give Hannah, the more she makes me laugh. This is a bubble that cannot burst. The hype train is going to the moon. Infinite growth is possible, chat. Don't let physics tell you otherwise, okay? We live under capitalism, and that means we all have an underlying belief that infinite growth is not only possible, but the goal for every company. Profitability isn't enough. No, we can't all make a comfortable amount of money and make a living. If I'm not making infinitely more money every quarter, what are we even doing? What are we exploiting these workers for if I'm not getting infinitely richer on an infinite time scale, okay? Let's work these minimum wage workers harder, okay? Come on. Got a new Lambo I want to buy. What color's your Bugatti? Dr. Campbell says moass equals more ass. Yes. Yes. You will get more ass. 52% to level 3. I'm being annoying. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pretend to be these people, and I know it's fucking obnoxious.
Something is going.
Oh, I haven't even told you guys. Just so you know, people like this who are invested in like AMC and GameStop will sometimes go to GameStop and like ask the employees questions about the company and be like, oh, I'm a partial owner in the company, I just want to see how things are going, and they're just some jackass who owns retail stock. It's disgusting.
Going on with my YouTube account. But you want to know what the bottom line is? I'll make you all laugh, despite all of the
Stone Corbell, thanks for gifting a sub.
unfair treatment that I feel like I'm getting.
You're 2/3 of the way to Danzy. Oh boy, what an exciting stream that'll be.
Okay. I'm still like over 6.7 million total views. And I'm approaching almost 7 million views. So, I mean, could you imagine if it was a fair playing field for me? Could you imagine if it was a fair ball game? I'd probably be over 100 million views right now. So, look, it is what it is. I got to fight through this. You know, there's something going on. All you mother effer haters, you know, complain.
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa. All his most popular videos were from like a year ago. Oh, God.
This video is not financial advice.
Harold Elbowman with 100 bits says, buying stock in Hannah's Heart with bits like this and participating in chat in general has so far proven a wise investment. This is a statement of fact about my personal history. Draw your inferences and invest your bits as you wish. 80% to level 3.
I'm not a financial planner, baby. It is for entertainment purposes only. It's the one, the only, eight father in the house, baby. Wow! You know the ape father's going all around Jersey. He's looking for strong apes. I hate weak apes.
Is he holding metal balls in front of his crotch? He is. Thank you for asking.
I want to build the army. I want strong apes. Where are the strong apes, baby? Come on, I need strong apes in the army. I hear something. Who's that? Look! Is that strong apes? Strong apes in the house, baby! Wow! Yeah! AMC to Pluto! AMC! See this? We got diamond balls, baby! You know what? You know what? I'm an ape. I don't need this shirt. Look! I'm an ape, baby! Don't be afraid. The price is fake. Look at the hair in the back, even more than the front, baby. Don't be afraid of these hedge funds. They're just doing whatever they can to scare us.
30 seconds left on the hype train.
Right? No.
Don't let the stock die. God damn it.
This video is not financial advice. I am not a
That should be TOS.
financial planner. It is
88% to level 3 with 10 seconds. Gitara says, praise Paul. Almost. Forrest Espion with 100 bits says, imagine jogging in the forest and you see that. Hannah, what would you do? Run. Hopefully I have pepper spray on me at that point. Stone Corbell gives a sub. And you guys saved the train last minute. Level 3 complete. Ashley One Up says, an out to short sell Hannah stock. Dr. Gamble says the energy of that video.
I think I found him.
There they are! ¿Qué pasa, muchachos?
Hey there, bud. You okay?
Okay, I'm a new man. Oh, Eleanor, thank you so much.
If you haven't seen The Good Place, please go watch The Good Place. I think it's still on Netflix. It's amazing. 30% to level 4.
Purposes only. It's the one. It's the only Ape father in the house, baby. Wow! So, the ape father has to address the weak apes. You know, I can't let...
Oh, Neurotic Net gives $10 and says, came across a video on YouTube titled Ask Your Money Angel, Manifest Money Hypnosis Visualization. Learn how to access the universal bank account and command the money that is already yours. Is that the type of silly shit you cover? 110%. If you want to give me a link in chat, or if you want to post it to the Discord recommendations, either or, please do so. Actually, let me... Oops, that's the wrong link. There you go.
Let you weak apes off the hook. You chumps. Okay, look. I know what people are going to say. You're going to say, ape father, you're repeating yourself. Do you want to know why I have to repeat myself? Do you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. It's because these dumb apes, the squirrels got bigger brains, the pigeons got bigger brains. I mean, you got to keep repeating yourself because they don't get it. Here's the question. Do you want the ultimate life? Now, let me tell you what the ultimate life is. Do you want to drive Lamborghinis? Okay. Do you want mansions? Do you want to fill your swimming pool with $100 bills?
No, I don't want any of that. At best, I would like to live a life where I, don't have to worry about, starving. Having a house, a roof over my head would be great to take care of me and my wife, whom I love very much. Those are great. That's it. I have grown such a disdain for anyone who, wants that shit. It's probably unhealthy for me, but I'm at the point where if you express in any way that, you want to be a rich asshole with a rich asshole car and a rich asshole house, I think there's something fundamentally fucking wrong with you. You shouldn't envy these people. You should recognize that society that has people who live like that while other people are in poverty is fundamentally unsustainable and unethical. A single person driving a Lamborghini in a country where there's even one homeless person is a failure of society on a moral and ethical level, and we have failed a lot.
That's the ultimate life. Do you want to give your family
30% to level 4 with a minute and a half left.
Your children the best education, okay? You want to eat at the best restaurants. You want to travel first class, baby. You want to party in the Caribbean, party in Hawaii. This is the life I'm talking about. The ape father's got big dreams, okay? You know how the ape father thinks. How does he think? He thinks big. Donald Trump, baby. You know it. If you're gonna think anyway, you gotta think big. That's how I think. Can I tell you what my plans are? Here's my plans. I'm getting ready to organize a
Money Angel video delivered. Was it on Discord? Shank you.
Worldwide tour, but we're gonna start with America, okay? First step is gonna be Manhattan, okay? As soon as we go to Pluto with AMC, let me tell you what I'm looking to do.
Thanks for the link.
I am gonna take Times
Money
Square
Angel.
by the balls, by the diamond balls, baby.
After this video, we'll take a look at that.
We're gonna take Times Square. I'm gonna rent out a gigantic stage. I'm gonna call up my boy Snoop Dogg. Hey, if anybody knows Snoop Dogg, do me a favor, send this to him, all right?
Wait, he's your boy, but you need someone else to contact him? Kind of sounds like he's not your boy. Do you know what your boy means? It doesn't just mean a guy that exists. 20 seconds left on the hype train.
Because I want to hear, he's got the best friggin' song, Mind on My Money and My Money on My Mind, Gin and Juice. I want to get disturbed because
and other hits from 20 years ago.
You know something? I don't know if you guys know this. Wah! I got that from Disturbed, okay? Wah!
Thanks for level 3, everyone.
Okay? Down with the sickness. You know what?
Oh, you sound like Wario. I thought you were doing a Wario impression. Or like a Waluigi thing. That's supposed to be the wah from that one song? Oh. H-Beard says, take Times Square. So does he want all those people in the off-brand Mickey Mouse and Spider-Man costumes to be his friends? Don't we all? Actually, probably not. Some of those people are probably scary.
Get down with the sickness.
Heard they're pretty pushy in terms of getting you to pay them for photos and shit.
You know what? Down with the sickness. Open up your head and let it give it to me. All right, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I got big dreams. Okay.
I heard Disturbed's cover of Sound of Silence. Yes.
This is our life. If you want the ultimate life, what do you got to do? You gotta buy. You gotta keep buying. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's 1 share. You gotta keep buying. And what else do we have to do? We gotta keep holding. So you got these weak apes. What are they doing? They're selling. Why are they selling? Because they're thinking of this as a stock. Guys.
It is literally a stock.
How many times do I have to repeat this? This is a movement.
A movement to do what? Buy and hold stock in a company?
A movement. Like, I know how some of these weak apes are thinking. They bought this back, in the day, $5 a share, January, whatever the case may be. They're selling it for $58. They think they're the champions.
They are. You're a bag holder if you held after it hit 60.
You're not the champions. You're the chumps. You're the chumps because you don't understand what we're doing here. We are building an army. That's why, once again, I need your help. You gotta get me more subscriptions. People are sending me congratulations. Listen, I appreciate it. Listen, okay, God bless all of you, Strong Apes, and I appreciate you congratulating me on reaching 10,000 subscriptions. I love you guys.
I think he does want to be the BitConnect guy. BitConnect.
Guys, but the thing is, we need millions of subscriptions. Because I gotta have a gigantic audience so I can help you and I can help me get rich where we can swim.
Wait, are you telling me the success of your financial investment depends upon bringing new people into the investment opportunity? So you need to, in order to make money, continually bring more and more new people into the ecosystem so you can cash out? Should be a word for that. I don't know, I'm blanking. I don't know what to call that.
I want to jump in the pool. This is what I want to do. I want to have
Stone Corbell says, not bringing them into the investment, Hannah, the movement.
$100 bills filled in the pool. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to make a video for you. But how are we going to get there? Guys and girls.
It's a reverse funnel.
Girls in my army, apes. Not guys and girls. Apes! You got to share my videos on your Facebook page. Okay? So once again, you want the ultimate life? Let's do it. Buy, hold, weak apes. I don't know, lick my diamond balls. I hate you guys. I hate all of you. I hate chumps. You sell, you're weak. You don't realize we're going.
Hey, yo, I'm Italian. I'm from Brooklyn. Lick my balls, ma.
Going up against the hedge fund.
What the fuck is this personality? I've now seen like 3 different Rocky shirts, by the way, on this guy. And like, I like Rocky. I love the Rocky movies. I think they're great. Like, but like, is your whole personality that you like Rocky? I also feel like he's the guy who probably like thinks about Rocky and thinks about the punching and not so much the, character drama.
Buds, we're gonna beat them. We're gonna take this to Pluto. Bon Jovi, my life. This ain't a song for the broken hearted. Silent prayer for faith departed. And I don't wanna be just a face in the crowd. I wanna hear my voice when I shout it out loud. It's my life.
It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever.
I just wanna live while I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open house.
I'm gonna start ending all of my streams and videos with a complete non-sequitur to a musical number. I think that's probably a solid move. Really wraps things up in a thematic bow.
Close your eyes and take a deep cleansing breath. Imagine above your head a beautiful, relaxing light. And imagine that light being a wave.
I'll end with Danzy vids then. That would be a good way to get people to leave.
Wave of relaxing energy moving down from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. With every breath, feel that light relaxation going deeper and deeper into your mind, calming your thoughts, releasing all tension. As you feel that relaxing energy pull you deeper, pulling your whole body deeper down into the floor. Just feel yourself sinking deeper, grounding yourself in a calm state.
Wait, this lady does erotic hypnosis? Wait, you recognize her from erotic hypnosis videos. I didn't know there were erotic hypnosis videos.
Clear mind.
Ask your
calm
money, Angel.
Relaxation. With every breath you take, you'll notice that your thoughts become...
This is my fan base. I know that a lot of my fan base are horny. It happens. We're adults. I don't care.
More quiet. Your body more relaxed. And your heart more open to receive this wonderful healing energy. And you may not have known, but you have the power to command money in your life.
That's not how
whenever you need
anything works.
There's an abundance of money everywhere.
People you know make and sell them audios too. I'm aware. I've listened to audio erotica. I am also an adult person. I'm familiar.
You are a creative center from which all things flow.
I just didn't know there were hypnosis.
You are the one who dictates how much money comes in and out your life, whether it's conscious or unconscious. I want you to imagine that this wonderful light is washing away any negative thoughts about money or success that's in your energy, in your mind, deep in your subconscious belief system. Feel that light cleansing and clearing. And imagine that all those negative thoughts and ideas are being pulled out of you.
This is effectively The Secret. She's doing The Secret, which is also bullshit. Alright, we've been going for 3 hours. I think we've pretty thoroughly covered fucking crazy people. I think we'll do this again, you know, in the future as things continue. I gotta imagine some of these stocks are gonna crash to zero soon. Bed Bath & Beyond has, in my estimation, and I think I'm being pretty generous, I give Bed Bath & Beyond 6 months before they just completely are insolvent, closed down. And I think I'm being pretty generous there. Like, the more rational part of my brain says closer to 4, but I'll give them 6. Do you want to add a crypto cringe submission channel? Sure, that'd be great. Dr. Gamble says, play us out, JP.
Building captured. Incoming transmission.
Moving out. Ready, come.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Destruction complete.
Alright, who are we gonna rate? Alright, have a good night, everyone. See you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow for Tinfoil Tuesday. Tomorrow's Tinfoil Tuesday, the best day of the week. So we'll see you guys then. I know Hans has been putting out some stuff. Chris is being crazy as usual. Love you too, Mr. Blast. By the way, I'm going to tell everyone, Mr. Blast called me yesterday on my birthday, and it meant so much to me. Genuinely. I told Baja knows. I fucking cried afterward. And I want Mr. Blast to know that. Most of you know that me and my bio dad, not on talking terms, so having a dad that called me on my birthday meant everything to me, so I appreciate it. Alright. Have a good night, everyone. See you guys later.